fucking sound effect just fucking just made it right there. It's like, it's funny because it's like he has the stone look face. It's like, nigga, I'm trying to help you. You know what? Fuck this nigga. Oh, here's the part. Here's the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, we have it. Hold it right there. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Ninja vanish. I don't know.
That was like the coolest shit to me.
That was sick, man. When McDonald's.
For me, I was like, what's the reason for the smoke if we still saw your ass go up?
And then he's like, fuck, I can't find this nigga. You know how he looked? You know what he was like? He was like, who the fuck is this nigga?
Right.
He was like, fuck. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
When McDonald's screws up your order and you pull back to drive-thru, look like this.
It was
Right.
episode. We're episode 107.
Yep.
Episode 107 of the Jig Is Up podcast. This is our Infinity War special. We had to do it. So if you're not a geek, don't listen to this.
SoundCloud music.
What up?
Yo.
Yo,
What's going on?
what's going on? It's I guess the guys' night out. You know, Nessa isn't here.
She's on tour.
And yeah, she's on tour. She's actually in Cabo, living her best life right now, having fun. So have fun, be safe, and I'm pretty sure she'll have a crazy story time when she gets back. I know.
I'm waiting for the snaps.
Oh boy, Kmart's with the shits.
Hey, shit. It's a good one. What do you expect?
Hey man, he got all the smoke right now.
I want footage.
He wants footage. Girls Gone Wild, Cabo edition.
Nessa edition.
But anyways, man, you know me. I'm your host, yours Marco, and I'm with.
It's your guy, M Easy.
It's your boy Kmart, a.k.a. Clutch, a.k.a. that nigga in the back. Yeah, that's it.
And you know, we're gonna talk to one of our good friends about this. He's a fellow geek. He's been on the show. It was What a Time to Be Alive. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I give him a call. I'm gonna text him right now, but as soon as I get the okay to hit him up, he's gonna be with us, and that's our boy Demetrius Greene. He also wrote the article "It's Okay to Be Crazy" on the jigisuppodcast.com. I know we haven't done any much articles lately, but we need to get that popping again. Well, anyway, guys, you know, we can always talk about what's going on, hot tops and all this, but nothing's hotter than Infinity War, man. We've been waiting. Well, technically, we waited 6 years for this to happen?
Yeah.
6 years
6 years.
because that's when Thanos was introduced at the end of,
Right.
of the first Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
But this has been a 10-year making in the process. And Marvel has been building a universe, building a world like we haven't seen. This is like some unfathomable shit that they've been doing for the past 10 years. You got to give it up. Disney's a machine.
Yeah.
Now, is there any other franchise or anything that like adds to all this shit up, or this is like the first time in history? Like,
I'm pretty sure like a long time ago, Universal had the Monster Universe, but it wasn't nothing at the magnitude of this.
yeah.
nothing at the magnitude. And it's one of the Infinity War is one of the most ambitious crossovers, as they say. And I know there's plenty of memes saying otherwise, but just to be funny.
I'd probably say that the only thing I can think of maybe come close is maybe Star Wars, and that's it.
Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah.
Also Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what people slept on too? Do you know what kind of built the MCU from their Fox? Not the Fox Studios, but the Fox Animation. Remember, they had Spider-Man, and Spider-Man branched out, had X-Men. He had all these other characters coming in within Spider-Man. So it kind of probably sparked the idea for Kevin Feige and all them to go ahead and get it started with this whole shared universe. And yeah, dude, like it gets you excited, like just feel like a kid again.
Same
When
people behind those cartoons did.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I know.
Silver Surfer, the Hulk.
Thor.
And remember, Thanos used to sound way different, like on the animation.
Oh yeah.
He sounded like, I don't know. I'm glad it's a forgettable voice. No offense to the voice actor portraying Thanos back then in the 90s, but
yeah, that's all we got. Nobody didn't really know how to put what kind of like dialect or voice you'd be for somebody like that,
But yeah, man, we're talking about Avengers. Man, what you guys' thoughts, man?
Wow.
We waited for quite some time for this to happen.
Shit got real.
Shit got real.
It was worth the wait.
It was.
I'm not disappointed.
I'm not
as
disappointed
far
at
as
all.
like looking at it as how they put together the movie. Of course I'm gonna be upset about the characters and stuff, how the story played out, but that's how it's supposed to play out.
So what made you upset?
I mean, it's just watching the story play out, and it's the actual story of them losing the battle against Thanos.
That's what I
losing
liked about it.
half of the galaxy.
That's what I liked about it.
Half of the universe.
You got to think about it too as well. Like what I mean, because honestly, like what superhero? I mean, there's any superhero movies that where the guy actually got what he wants and he actually
the bad guy
won that
actually
shit.
won?
The Joker, Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't I say that when you said it?
We were thinking about that in the movie. It's like, wait, damn,
I said that in the
maybe,
movies.
maybe ever like it's like, damn, is there any other like movie that actually does that? I'm like, I kind of think of them, but yeah, we were trying to go babe, and yeah, that sounds about right because the Joker definitely got what he wanted.
Yeah, he got what he wanted. He wanted to make.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to make Batman break his rule.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to show Two-Face ain't shit.
See, nothing safe here.
I got another one that the bad guy won in the end.
This one I'm debating about. I know which one you know about to say, but I'm kind of debating on this one.
He was actually the hero of the movie.
Oh my god.
Per se. I said this before, guys.
Mm.
Killmonger?
Yeah.
What was his main thing? Sharing the weapons and stuff, right? With everybody. And what was the end result? sharing their advanced tech with the rest of the world.
Hey, yeah, you got a point there.
You got a point there, but not being used, not in a particular use of what they wanted.
From a surface level, you're right.
Yeah.
From beneath the surface, it's a
really.
little misguided because Killmonger wanted to use that technology to give it to Wakandan, agents, and just go out there and just wiping out colonizers.
Wakanda agents and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wiping colonizers out.
But I'm just saying, like, that is a good way to look at it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Because he argued that he didn't just say like, "Why you guys didn't do this and wipe out everybody that was against it?" No, he was just saying like, "Why y'all not sharing this with the rest of the world?"
Right. So.
No. From what I got from Killmonger, he was like, y'all niggas are living good out here while people look like you are suffering. You have all the things, all the resources to help us from that, and you guys just letting this stuff happen.
Y'all being selfish.
Y'all just being selfish. So like now I want to challenge him for the throne because you ain't doing your job, King T'Challa. And T'Challa's like, I'm the king of Wakanda. I'm not the king of everybody.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Yeah.
He had a change of heart. It's like, we're gonna share this with the rest of the world.
Oh,
share with the rest of the world.
Not everything.
But
not a good shit.
But of course, you asked me what I was upset about. Personal stuff right here.
Oh,
you saw me. I was ready to get out of there.
Okay.
When I saw one of my favorite characters.
Can we hold that thought real quick?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna call my boy and get him involved.
What? He's seen the movie too.
Y'all
Oh.
should do like a screen capture
Yeah.
thing where y'all can record the video too.
Your iPhone is not configured to what?
Oh,
How you gonna lie to me like that?
technical difficulty.
Technical difficulty. Ain't that a bitch?
Oh,
That's
oh,
all
oh.
technology for you.
Yeah, I wish we had Conda's technology.
I know, right?
That should've been-
Wakandan tech.
That
Wouldn't
should've
let
been
you
like this
down.
in a fast. Where you at? Oh, hey, how you guys?
Shit, Wayne Tech wouldn't let you down.
doing? I know.
Well, yeah, you go ahead and express. I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Oh well. Back to you guys listening.
Mm-hmm.
Marco asked me what was I upset about? I was upset about motherfucking Black Panther dissolving into nothing,
That shit hurt. Man.
becoming non-existent because it's like this motherfucker just sold out like $1 billion in the box office, and y'all pick him. You know, I was thinking like Iron Man, Cap. These niggas been
I'm
around.
thinking
They got their trilogies.
I thought Cap was gonna be gone. That's the one.
Yeah,
thing.
me too. You know what's funny? I said Loki.
Yeah.
He got choked the fuck out.
Damn, man. So, yeah, it was some key players. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, and to piggyback on me not liking Black Panther dissolving, you dissolve motherfucking Falcon, nigga.
The Falcon, Nick Fury.
These is black people.
Yeah, dude.
Too many black people. God damn it.
And Don Cheadle is still living.
Hey, you know, I'm not mad at that.
Hey, you know, he's
I'm not mad
kind
at
of
that.
like an OG because it seems like the people who lived in that movie were OG Avengers or OG before Avengers happened.
Yeah, because
Pre-Avengers.
Well,
Yeah,
Doctor
like the
Strange
new-
is still living.
But no, he didn't. He dissolved.
Did Doctor Strange dissolve?
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah,
dissolved.
he
He dissolved.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Doctor Strange, Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther,
Peter Parker died. Yeah.
Falcon, and those are technically all newer.
Yeah, the new
The
booties
newer
died.
Avengers.
Yeah, the newer people died, and the more likely the OG stayed.
Like,
So-
the Hulk stayed. Yeah, you're right. Cap
Hulk
stayed.
stayed,
Hulk
Cap stayed.
stayed.
Black Widow stayed.
Mm-hmm.
And we still
Rhodes
don't.
stayed.
If you
Iron
don't-
Man fucking stayed. Like
Yeah, they
You
had.
got-
Well, they had. That's the reason why we.
you got two Stark fucking technologies staying alive. Fuck
Mm-hmm. Well, shit. I mean, we got to get some brains in this motherfucker. I mean, shit. If
that. Well,
if one of the if two of them go, we're fucked.
you make a point because if it was either or,
Yeah.
sorry Rhodes, he would have had to dissolve too. That'd have been another black dude.
Right.
We need Tony.
They have to keep at least one black person alive.
Hey, they had to, man.
Yeah. It's like, okay, hold on. We
But literally just one.
yeah. Well,
No,
shit.
no, Okoye, she counts.
Okoye counts too.
She counts. She was out there.
Shuri. Oh.
Let's see if this works.
Sound like somebody calling.
Sound like the RZA. Answer your phone.
Answer your phone.
Answer your phone.
We do this rough, rugged, and raw. Oh,
Huh?
nope.
Hello.
Probably catch another time. But yeah, man.
He's probably using the restroom.
Probably.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, that's I didn't think about that though. So
Hello?
Yeah, there we go. We got Demetrius Greene here on the show.
you're live.
Hello, hello.
You live
Hey.
with is me, M-Easy,
What up?
What up,
Kmart.
Daisy?
What's
What
good?
up, Kmart?
What up, John?
We're talking about all the black people who died.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know. Come on.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
uh-huh.
no. Go ahead, brother. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I
I got
just-
a lot to say. I'm gonna let you start.
Well, you know, I just said, you know, the movie started off with the first brother to die, Idris Elba.
That's
I'm saying.
yeah. See, that got me.
Oh my gosh. Heimdall was on the screen for 2 minutes and they took him out. Normally, a brother gotta walk to the woods first. He just
Right.
laid down. And I feel like, but see, this is the thing, right? I feel like, you know what, maybe that was clever. Maybe that's what America's like right now. All you
Oh,
gotta do is lay down and move your hands and you might get shot. I'm just saying, I understand where they're coming from. That's all I'm saying.
message.
Message.
Oh
That's
boy.
what I'm saying though.
Hey,
Yeah.
just to be clear, can you hear us perfectly, Mr. Green?
I can hear you
Hey.
I can hear you great. I'm not. I can't hear Easy or Kmart
Can
as well. They both
Hi.
just sound further away.
Check, check.
What's up?
Oh, they
We
sound
can hear
further
us
away.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, let
Listening.
me see if I could just put it in the middle if that helps out.
Okay.
We're new to this, so
Yeah.
if that helps out, if it reverberates and all that
Oh, it's
stuff.
because of the laptop. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
see.
So I'll put the laptop in the middle.
What up? What up?
Okay, cool. All right, we're doing much better now.
All
Thank
right,
you, fellas.
we're rocking and rolling. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you, Imizi was explaining about villains who got what they wanted from a movie like this, and we were talking about from a comic book stand. And he asked, what was the last comic book villain?
Well, I asked.
Oh, you asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the last comic book villain got what he wanted out of the movie? And I said Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one. I can't think of anybody else because normally, see, that was the thing with this movie is that it ended right with the villain on top.
Yep.
And most of the time that doesn't happen. And I think the
Never
closest
happens.
thing to that happening, like you said, was the Joker, who, for him, on top was being locked into an internal fight with Batman and creating anarchy. And he
Mhm.
didn't get that taken away from him. So that's as close to on top as you're going to get, I think, before Thanos.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of say Loki in Thor: The Dark World because he wanted to sit on the throne,
Okay.
and he acted like he was Odin. He's like he faked his death and acted like he was Odin. He's like, yeah, I get to rule the throne for a little bit until he gets exposed on Ragnarok. And
That's true.
And then I think
I mean, you can make the argument for
and
that.
then Easy made the argument for Killmonger. He said Killmonger got what he wanted. He had he got Wakanda. He got T'Challa to share the Wakanda technology with the rest of the world.
Okay, so I would beg to differ with Killmonger,
Mhm.
only because I mean I see where you're coming from, and especially with the fact that he did. First of all, he did get to rule Wakanda, even though it was for a very short time, and he got that technology being, he got the access for people that he was looking for, to an extent. But I feel like I think that Killmonger got the 22-year-old college idealist version of himself, what that guy wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're 22 and you're like, I'm gonna change the world, and everybody's gonna be happy about it. Like, I think that that's what he got at the end of that movie, because sure, technology was shared in a diplomatic way, in slow stages, and he got a taste of ruling, and people at least acknowledged that he was part of the royal family, which is something that he wanted. But for Killmonger, the day he died, it seemed like he had already progressed past that, where he no longer wanted the ideal ending. He wanted a takeover that would result in a worldwide revolution. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he didn't get that revolution. Not only did he not get to see it, but you're like, okay, well, maybe he's the spark for it, but really they went into another direction. They chose option C,
Yeah.
So he didn't really get that revolution. So I don't know if he got what he wanted. I think we got what we wanted out of him more than almost any other villain. We got what we wanted, but I don't know about him.
And what is that you believe that we wanted?
We wanted a villain, first of all, to be a real person, to have a real character. But we wanted the villain's desires and needs to make sense and be met in a satisfying way.
Okay.
That still allows the hope in us to survive. And we got that with Killmonger.
So you're saying what he wanted made sense?
I'm saying that what he wanted made sense to him. And it was, it was perfectly justified in his eyes. And I think that we got to see him achieve that dream for himself. And that gave us completion, like with him. But then we also got to see that, there was a better way. And, if you want to split it into good and bad, which you really can't do with a movie like that, but if you wanted to, that good won in the end. And that's what the audience kind of needs sometimes, unless you're going for like a tragedy or something like that. And so we got that. But I think in his eyes, yeah, it made perfect sense. You know what I mean?
The reason I say he still won because he made Wakanda break out of their way.
And I think that you're right. I think that he got like leverage, like, you know what I'm saying? He got like a piece of what he wanted. But I feel like that's kind of like getting a slice of the pie versus the entire pie. Like,
Right.
Well, I
got
mean,
a taste
I can
of that.
argue that with the Joker though, because he didn't entirely get the whole slice he was talking about, or
Right, but what was
the whole
what
thing
was
he
the
was going
entire
for.
slice that the Joker was going for?
He wanted anarchy. He wanted anarchy. I mean, he didn't get an entire slice of the pie because that he didn't get to blow up both ships.
Right.
He wanted them to turn against each other, and then Batman was just saying, like, look at you, you're all alone. You're the only one who's loony like this.
Yeah, so he didn't get the anarchy he was the
That he
entire
wanted for-
the
so
entire
he-
anarchy he was
But
looking
in
for.
leverage, he
On top of that, the guy that he corrupted didn't get seen publicly as a villain because Batman covered that up.
Okay, right. So, all right. So I see where you're coming from with that, but I would say with the Joker, right? Like the last line of the film that he has, right, is that they could do this dance forever. And you know what we know about the Joker, we know that he loves Batman in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? And because the Joker wasn't killed at the end of that Batman film, he can still get what he wants. And I think that, like, it would be nice for him to have gotten both ships to turn, right? It would be nice for Harvey to have been seen publicly as his evil figure. But what did happen is that the Joker got Harvey to turn, basically.
That was
right?
his
So
leverage, pretty much.
He corrupted this beautiful, magnanimous figure. He got that to happen. He also got to see people on both ships to see how totally depraved they really were. And instead of half of them dying, all of them now have to live with that information. And he got, in his mind, he got Batman to be eye to eye with him, and he got to say, "Look, we're the same. You and I are the same."
And he broke his one rule. Remember, he said, "Batman, you're gonna have to break your one rule," which he did. He ended up killing Harvey Dent to save Commissioner Gordon's children. So. It's all subjective. Like this whole the good guy winning is very subjective.
So,
I know we could go all day about this.
Just to confirm, you guys said he lived? Joker lived?
Yeah, Joker did live.
Joker did live. He didn't die.
He didn't die.
He didn't die.
He was just hung upside down with the rope, and the police came and got him.
That's not 1989, unfortunately.
No.
No. The Joker lived.
Yeah, he lived in that one.
He lived on that one. But back to the subject at hand, the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a lot to process. The movie was damn near 3 hours long. We could probably start from the top where the ex-Guardian ship was being invaded by Thanos and the Black Order and the children of Thanos, and you had Ebony Maw giving out this little monologue about even in death you're now for a cause or a higher cause of Thanos basically purifying the universe, which isn't quite a real good. I mean, everybody's like, that's cool. It's good to see Thanos having emotional range. You see him happy. You see him kind of happy. You see him relieved, tired. You see him cry. You see all these range of emotions from a CGI villain at that, and it was just refreshing to see that from a Marvel villain. And
especially with those type of characters, it's like you don't see that. He said they have one goal, more purpose.
Yeah,
for the thing. But this Thanos is like, man, it's like all a whole bunch of shit. He had decisions. He had to make choices.
Okay,
you don't see that a lot.
But his motive kind of remind me of General Zod's motive. His play's tightness all fucked up because he didn't purify or take half of the population. He said maybe the universe is too populated. That reminds me of Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul in the DC universe is the same way about the Earth. He's like, the Earth is too populated. I'm gonna have to kill a lot of people for the Earth to survive. And that's the way I feel about his whole thing about the universe, which kind of got me confused because at first I thought after the first Avengers when you first saw him and when his henchman said to do this is to court death and he had a smile on his face, I'm thinking that he's talking about Mistress Death. I'm thinking he's gonna do this for over a woman like he did in the comics in Infinity Gauntlet. But I know I've been informed now in the newer comics, Infinity, he does it for the fact of pure, scaling the balance between all the universes. So I would have personally, as a comic book fan, I would have loved to see Mistress Death because it would have made a more compelling story. But I can see why they didn't do it, because his love for Gamora, and that would have built some kind of conflict for him to get that stone, the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I do want to get into the bodies. Heimdall was body number 1.
Damn.
Yeah.
Body number 2 was Loki.
Yeah,
So how do you guys feel about Loki? You think Loki's permanently gone, or you think he's gonna come back?
Oh, he's dead. Because even Thanos said there's no resurrection this time.
I think they did everything they could do with Loki for a story arc.
Yeah.
You know, you seen the good, the bad, the ugly, the funny side of Loki. You seen everything that you can do with him. Tom Hiddleston had a great run with Loki. Yeah, it's time to move on.
Yep.
And then
I would say that I mean, I kind of agree with you. I feel like we've seen a lot from Loki, and then also the way that they had him killed off, it was in the most noble way possible. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's one of those things where it's like, you want this character, if you wanted this character to end on a good note, this would be the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? He's still Loki. He's still a trickster. He's still himself. But he died trying to save people.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, in the comics, you know, Loki gets, like, reborn. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they could go with that. I don't know.
okay, and then we talked about, well, let's talk about the Hulk getting his ass beat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Like people got to remember, Hulk is a very strong guy, but he's not a skilled fighter, and that showed in Separation.
What question marker? What fight does like boxing match does that remind you of? Like,
to me, like Thanos had some good hand-to-hand combat skills. He punched him in his Adam's apple. He was giving him some rib shots and kidney shots. Some hit him right in the solar plex. He was kneeing him in the face, and he even gave him a gorilla press slam to end it all off before Heimdall like, look, homie, let me get your ass out of here before you get killed.
Right.
So that was a merciful teleportation. You know what I mean?
That's
serious.
That's crazy.
I mean,
too, man.
I agree with you. It did come off as if he was just a more skilled fighter. Like his size didn't inhibit his ability to move as like a really skillful guy. And like you're right, like the Hulk is a brawler. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in with these wide punches, and there was like one sequence of hits where it's like Hulk swung wide, and Thanos came in and just lit him up like from the inside, body, neck, the whole thing.
It really set the tone for like to see telling people how powerful Thanos is and how skilled combat he is. Like, oh shit, and like he beat the Hulk like that.
So
like,
it's kind of like
it just set the tone for the entire movie.
It's kind of like the jail rule. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the yard, none of us been to jail, but as they say, when you go in jail, you go after the biggest motherfucker in the yard and beat his ass and let him know that you mean business. And that's exactly what happened. What Thanos did. He went to
that was a message.
He fought the biggest motherfucker in the yard and beat his ass, and that set the whole tone of like Thanos ain't nothing to play with.
Right. That you know what that was, that shit, and thanks like that for him and Dolph for doing that. That was a message. We're sending the Hulk back to Dr. Strange. Yo, he's coming. Like, Bruce Banner all beating up shit. He said, hey, yo, we got problems.
And the Hulk lost his confidence.
Yeah.
He didn't want to come out. He like I'd never seen the Hulk
Has that
that
happened
way.
in the comics? Does anybody know?
I'm not sure.
That's a very good question.
I've never came across that in the comic book.
I wouldn't be surprised,
I'd rather see them get the Hulk ass kicked and he's still mad trying to fight back. Just getting handled instead of him bitching up like he did. Like that really bothered me. I'm like, really, Marvel? That's what we doing? The Hulk doesn't want to come out
because Hulk is the strongest there is. He goes opposed to anything like, that comes forward.
Like the person that gets angry and the
Hulk
more
is
angry,
a sore
the stronger.
loser.
Like, but it doesn't look right though for that. That doesn't.
Well, in this case, it didn't look like he was a sore loser. It looked like he was sore and he didn't want to get hurt no more. Like on some bitch shit. Like
he's still hurting.
He ain't want no smoke.
He's still hurting inside.
Literally. Yeah, he ain't want no problems. Like I'm not coming out.
The Hulk got shook. Like
And the thing was, is Thanos wasn't even around. It was just it was Ebony Maw and the Black Elf together.
Right.
He looked at them like.
That's another thing I want to say. That hurt my heart that we couldn't see him get down
with the Black Elf.
With the Black Elf.
He busted a Scooby Doo.
like, what are y'all doing? They get down. What?
Yeah.
He had Spider-Man and Iron Man handling it out, and you know, kind of like, you know, Tony was like, dude, I could use your big green friend right now, homie.
Yeah.
Like,
Big Green friend was
I mean,
like, no.
Yeah, he could, because he could have. I mean, he could have helped out.
Like,
He could have helped. He could have held it or
coming.
some shit. Like he could have done a lot to help out. But man, I think that beatdown like it got into his memory banks. He felt that shit literally. So
it was so fast too.
I
That's
think.
Yeah.
I think it was that first shot when he hit him in the throat.
mhm.
He never felt that before. I tell y'all all the
He
time.
busted
I be telling y'all all the time.
Yeah.
If I ever got in a fight with a big swole dude, I'm hitting him in
In
his
the
throat
throat.
because he never gonna
Yeah.
forget it.
Hella Denzel Washington.
He
He
hit
got
him.
game.
No, do you know what's funny? My stepdad told me that he was like, "You find someone bigger, you hit him right in his fucking Adam's apple." Like,
Yep.
all right, cool.
Hit
Yeah.
that
And
nigga
that's
in his
exactly
throat.
what Thanos did.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, the alley, he took it to the streets with this motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't fight if you can't breathe.
It's like, this how we get down tight, motherfucker.
Man, stamina gone. Like here you go, stamina gone.
Yo.
He was like, back at my planet, kids picked on me because I had purple skin. I had to learn how to fight.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I understand making easy work out of him as a message, but the whole thing of Hulk really not
Just
wanting
bit-
nothing
just
after
bitching
that.
out.
The bitch.
Yeah, I didn't like that part. I was like, just make him still be mad and stuff.
I agree completely.
Man,
That's
I
ridiculous.
even have to say, even fucking Teen Groot had more heart than the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Teen Groot
He
had
sure
more
the fuck
heart.
did.
He said,
He
I'm a
was definitely going
tree.
through puberty, and he still had more heart.
Yeah. I'm a tree and I'm still trying to beat this a fucking tree.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, what other parts that got you upset about the movie?
Oh, me personally. There wasn't a lot of parts that got me upset. Just that really stood out the most. What they did with the Hulk, like
Oh,
that
okay.
just
Yeah.
kept sticking in my head. Like, yo, why the fuck he not?
I think they did that for comedic relief.
Yeah. Plus, I also thought about like, oh well, they have a whole nother movie to bring out, so maybe.
Yeah.
They
maybe the
I
Hulk
was
will
saying
show itself.
they kind of used it to set the tone of the movie. Like that's
Yeah.
right in the beginning of the movie, and they was like, "Oh damn, he beat the Hulk like that, man. We ain't in for a fucking treat. Like
It's gonna be a
it's
long movie.
long fight.
So when we see part 2, we'll see if the Hulk shows up.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
redeem
and-
himself.
And it's
so.
funny. I have to give it up now. I think movie directors and the teams have been a lot smarter and more hip to all these YouTubers trying to analyze trailers, because you didn't see that run that that they did with Black Panther and all
Yeah.
of them,
Hulk,
and the Hulk and all that. They thinking
Yeah.
that like the Hulk's gonna bust out the Hulk Buster and fuck some shit up. That didn't happen.
Nope.
So I think now from here on out you're gonna see a lot more comic book movies are just gonna put in like trailer clips that are just not necessarily gonna be in the movies just to throw everybody off for the sake of
They did
storytelling.
a good job. They did a really good job.
And they did a
doing that.
damn good job at that. The Russo
Right.
brothers fooled everybody. Like, oh, the Hulk coming back.
Yeah,
I
Hulk-
do want to
Yeah.
give Bruce Banner's props for taking on the Dark Elf though. In that
In the Hulkbuster.
The Hulkbuster, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He had to
did.
figure it
Yeah,
out.
figure it out.
he
his
did.
own,
He
yeah.
had to
Figure it
do his
out on
thing
his
with
own.
one arm.
And after that, I would have been talking shit to the Hulk if I was Bruce. I'm like, see, I don't need you, bitch ass motherfucker.
He said that,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah,
right before he
he
did it though. He was like, "Man, screw you. I don't need you."
I learned it
Yeah,
myself.
he did. You're right. He said, "I'll do it
Yeah.
myself."
Yeah, I learned myself. So
Oh man.
big ups to him though for doing that. So.
What about you, Kay? What about any parts that you probably kind of like made you didn't enjoy too much for any reason?
I mean, besides, all the black superhero characters mostly dying, and yeah, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
yeah.
Let's see, what kind of things that kind of fucked me.
Peter Quill.
Oh yeah, that.
Peter Quill.
Yeah, Peter Quill.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, man.
You had one job, Peter.
Damn,
One job. Oh my
dude.
God.
All you
Like
had to
Spider-Man
do- all you had
had
to
it
do
on
was-
his grasp, and then as soon as Thanos woke up, he took this, he held on to it. Nope.
All he had to do was keep his hands to himself.
Yep,
That's it.
That's it.
that's it.
That's it.
That
You know
is
what's,
it.
you know what's funny? I was when I was in the theater, I was next to my wife,
Uh-huh.
Mm.
and you see him start to get upset, and she was like, "He better not. He better not." She talking to the right? and so he hits dude, and she was like, "Ugh, why are white people so entitled?" And I
Right.
was
Shit. Yo. Yo.
I think he had a point a little bit, because I'm like, he just didn't care. Like, he
Yeah.
was so upset.
He just said, "Fuck the plan."
He ain't think what was
Yeah,
at stake.
yeah.
It's all
It's
supposed to
so
say.
funny. It's funny how he boasted. He's saying, "Yeah, this is all this my plan anyway," and then he fucked up his own plan.
You're right.
Because it wasn't even all
was-
the way executed.
If I was Charlemagne, and if I lived in the Marvel universe and I was Charlemagne, donkey of the
Donkey of the
day.
day.
Absolutely.
This is Donkey of the Day go to Peter Quill for fucking up his own plan and causing
And you
millions
know
and
he
millions
would
of
have
lives to be gone. Thank you, Peter Quill.
He was like, "Hey, but shout outs to you because you got DJ Envy out of here."
You stupid.
yeah.
I just want to hear Charlemagne say, "I cannot believe that Peter Quill had the unmitigated
Go.
gall." That's all I
Yeah.
want to hear him say.
He's like, "Can you give Star Lord Peter Quill the biggest hee haw?"
Right.
Right? Oh yeah.
I wouldn't give him the sweet sound of hammer tones after half of the motherfuckers got wiped out in the universe. No, you getting the biggest hee haw.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, and then dude comes back and has the nerve to be like, "Did we lose?"
Yeah.
Like, yes.
See,
Yes, we lost, dude. We lost.
yeah, if I was
Yes,
present,
fuck.
if I was like Stark or somebody, we'd have to throw hands. Like,
I would have blasted his ass.
I was like, yeah, we lost, and you about to lose right now.
Yeah.
Right.
You son of a bitch.
And you know what? And people were so blinded by rage also because Drax didn't even want to listen to Quill when they were going into
Bruh.
the visit too.
True.
He was like, Drax is like, nah, fuck that. It's on site.
He said right
Yeah.
Drax is like, it's on
today.
site.
He said he killed my
You know what
fan.
though? Now that you guys mentioned that, I wonder if those things were like not just intentional so that they would lose, but intentional so that we would have to like I mean, 'cause that's the way I'm thinking about it, right? Like most of the time, they have a plan, they get emotional, they get in there, you fight with your heart, and you win. And this is one movie where like you get emotional, you get too heated, you fight with your heart, and you're gonna lose. And I love how at the end with Captain America, he's all heart. He's all heart, and there's some strategy, but he's heart. And using his heart, he always wins the day. And he lost. And his last words were, "My God." You know what I mean? And I feel like they wanted us to understand that this superhero trilogy or whatever is not going to be like everyone else. You have to be smarter than the villain, not just faster, not just, you know what I'm saying, not just have more heart or have right on your side or good on your side. You have to be better.
And you know what part of it make this Avengers 4 even more interesting? I believe since half of the heroes are wiped out, they got to be half of the villains. So they might be just like the enemy of my enemy is my best friend. So you might have some people who are sworn enemies, you know, putting their beef to the side and like, yo, we got to go after this motherfucker.
That would be cool. I mean, honestly, like you said, I mean, he wiped out half the galaxy. It wasn't good guys, bad, you know.
Snap of the finger.
Indiscriminately, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So,
That's
damn.
interesting. I would like to see that. I know they're going to keep it under wraps because they did it with this one.
yeah, they did a good job. Like,
Keeping
Disney
it-
ain't playing, man.
Yeah. Leaks and everything. What leaks?
And the two movies after, if you know what, even though it's epic as Infinity War was, it kind of makes it, I don't know, it kind of like brings it down when you got Ant-Man coming right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just had one of the biggest climatic Marvel crossovers, and then after that, you're going to have Ant-Man and Wasp. This shit better connect to the Infinity War, like, or something. Like,
rough,
Well, because
man.
they mentioned them in the film. Like, what happened to Ant-Man and
what happened to
And
Hawkeye?
They both.
yeah, where the fuck was Hawkeye? The real shit.
You know,
Hawkeye went home
that's
to
who
his
they
family.
asked
He
about.
ain't never left.
Oh
He was
yeah,
at
that's
They
home.
right.
asked about both of them.
Yeah. And then also, what happened to Korg and fucking Valkyrie in the ship?
Oh, man, you right.
What happened to them? Did Valkyrie dip out? Because I can imagine Tessa Thompson getting the fuck out just in time.
Right.
Yeah, she seemed like a survivor. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like-
Yeah, and they could do a flashback scene for the next one of her, like, backpedaling into a pod or something.
Getting the fuck out
Yeah.
of there.
Yeah, slowly moving backwards out. You
Now,
never know.
I mean, I don't know if you guys may have more information on this than I do, but I think it would be really interesting if the Marvel movies that come out after this point, like, Ant-Man and Wasp or whatever, if they make sure to tie it in. You know, it's not like a solo story, but like every plot, the fact that this thing just happened with Thanos is involved in every single plot. You think that that's something that's probably going to happen?
Like they're like pieces to connect to the next movie for next year, right?
Yeah, like so that we have a continuous universe. Like in the Ant-Man and Wasp movie, okay, the movie's going to be about, about the mom or whatever, but is the fact that Thanos just erased half of the galaxy going to be a thing? You know what I'm saying? This is going to be addressed. Is it going to, It doesn't have to be the central plot point, but it should be something that runs through. Don't make me go to the theaters and have to jump back in time in my mind.
That's what probably what it looks like is going to be back in history, like going like flashback movies that are we probably going to get, because it's like it's or I mean if they really push it's like okay there's shit going on, and you know Ant-Man and the Wasp is there, but it's like oh fuck where are the other superheroes, like you know what I'm saying,
That's
like
true.
they put them like you said
I mean,
we don't have that many now, shit it's only a small group amount because everybody's
I can't believe they took Spider-Man, bro.
yeah that's what a lot of people say.
They tried to make you cry in the theater, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie because Tom Holland played the shit out of that part.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't want to go.
You want to go?
I'm like,
It's like, oh.
I'm like,
it kind of makes you think like maybe it was a real reaction that they told him in the back office, like, yeah, you're not gonna come back after this, bro. I don't want to go.
I want to be Spider-Man forever.
No.
No. Damn, dude.
no. They told him Sony wants the rights back. He said,
Right.
No.
That should be a meme.
The contract has ended.
That should be a meme.
That would be hilarious.
But the good point about what Mark brought up earlier is about the selective people who passed away, who've been disintegrated.
Yeah.
And
Who became non-existent.
became non-existent.
Yeah.
And I'll pass this to Marco, and he can tell the rest of the details.
Well,
I thought it was very interesting. I never thought about it.
I just
I
felt
know.
that
I saw it.
I just feel the people, like I said, the people who got disintegrated were basically the newer Avengers or the newer people who got introduced to the latter stages of this universe. Bucky. Because
Falcon,
Spider-Man. Bucky, Spider-Man,
Doctor Strange,
Black
Panther.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
Scarlet Witch. These are like the newer Vision, the newer Avengers that
damn near all the Guardians except Rocket.
Rocket's the last Guardian out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I did like his little thing he did with Bucky when they was going around just shooting together. They had instant chemistry.
Yeah. It's like, how much for the gun?
Out loud. I love that.
How much for the arm?
How much for the arm?
Yeah. I bet he was like, I'm gonna get that arm. Oh my god. Did the arm go too?
Yeah, the arm's gone.
Oh, cause see, I'm just waiting for Rocket to be like, man, it's a shame he's gone, but I'm gonna get that arm. Like I said,
it is everything's disintegrated except for his arm.
So I feel like Avengers 4, I think they're gonna play a more pivotal role, and I think they're gonna be the new kickoff for the new Avengers, along with Captain Marvel, because maybe it's up to the original OGs if they want to keep the party going or not.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Help me understand this, guys, because I didn't really understand the Captain Marvel thing. Like, I know that they brought her in, but I'm looking at her power, and I'm a little familiar with the character, but not much. I'm like, what can she do? Why is she the go-to when the world goes down?
Well, she's a cosmic being, for one.
Yeah.
So she's a cosmic being, and she was, I think, well, I don't know too much about her, but I know she's half human, and she was injected with Kree DNA. Which is what who's Kree? Ronan the Accuser from the first Guardian of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. So he and Ronan the Accuser, he was able to hold the wield the Power Stone. Mm-hmm. Because you got to remember that gauntlet that Thanos had was specially made for you to hold all those stones, hold that power. Like if you're in a Red Skull, you try to grab the fucking Tesseract by your hand, you're gonna disintegrate. Mm-hmm. But he went to another place, to a whole nother planet. So you can't just grab the fucking stone with your bare fucking hands and you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because you noticed that Doctor Strange, he wasn't holding it. That shit was floating.
Yeah.
He didn't touch none of that shit. He know better.
It's interesting that you bring up the Red Skull because I don't know, it made me ask a question like, why did the Tesseract / Space Stone send them to guard the Soul Stone? It kind of made me want to read some stuff.
Yeah. No.
And at first I thought that was Hugo Weaving, but it wasn't. It was another actor who does a great impression. I could live with that. Bring Red Skull back, please.
Yes, also, please. Too, if you want to include Gamora to the list of black people gone too as well.
Oh yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, damn it.
Zoe Saldana.
Well, and she's green, so
she's not black in the
movie. I know it's a little off topic, but that woman looks good in any color.
Yeah. Real shit.
Then you can make that. You can make her green. You can make her green, purple, pink, yellow. She looks amazing in either color, and not many women can pull that off.
Girl, I'll get you any color.
Yeah.
Just don't go Sammy Sosa on me. Then I might. I don't know about that.
Man, and you know what's so bad about Sammy Sosa? He didn't even look white. He looked at pink
Count
gelatin.
Dracula?
Like I don't know. It just didn't. It didn't look
He
like
looked
skin,
weird
it
as
looked
fuck,
bad.
dude. He looked bad.
He looked like Teddy Perkins. That's what he looked like.
Man.
A Latin reference to all you numb skulls out there.
Hell, here. Oh, Sammy
Teddy
Sosa.
Perkins.
You're gonna continue to get this work because you hate yourself.
Damn it.
Which is so sad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
he's a hero, Sammy.
Okay. So now Marco, it's up to you now. So what were some of the things that you were disappointed about?
The one, like I said,
We're doing all the bad shit, right?
like I already said, the one thing I was disappointed I didn't get to see Mistress Death, but I understand why, because for the Soul Stone it was like an arbitrage, like for a soul, and if he was just doing this to win the affection of Mistress Death, him killing Gamora would hold less weight.
Yeah.
So in order for that to hold more weight, you know, I understand why they didn't have Mistress Death. It's just the comic geek in me wanted to see Mistress Death.
Me too. I wanted to see.
Being the real catalyst and the cause for his world, you know, for his destruction of the universe, instead of just finding a way to, I need to balance it out because all these motherfuckers in this universe and it's too crowded. And
I personally feel they're saving her once this big merger.
Oh, the big merger.
So they can do like a Thanos and Deadpool trying to
balance out for Mr. Death. Oh boy.
Okay.
Because that's big in the comics. So.
Oh man. So.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
So
I mean, like you said, like it would take away from the power of it, right? Like Thanos is such a huge villain. It helps the audience if we have one focal point for what he's doing. In each installment. You know?
Yeah. It makes it easier to follow.
Yeah. Right. It doesn't bring no confusion.
So and was there anything you were disappointed as far as the movie too as well for when you watched it? Anything that you didn't like as well? I don't know if you heard me.
Was that for me or?
Yes, that's for you.
Okay, you hear me good. Okay.
You know what? Honestly, I would say like I kind of have to agree with Easy. Like the biggest thing was the Hulk thing to me. Like that fight back. It just seems so out of character and so like punk mode. Like I'm like, you are the Hulk.
Yeah, man.
When does Bruce Banner have more balls than the Hulk?
I'm saying.
That's a good question.
But literally, like, his thing should be like coconuts. Like, you don't want to come out and fight? And I mean, not just around Thanos, but in general. The Hulk, like, pieced out. He got knocked out one time. He was like, "No, I'm done."
He didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight none of the minions. He didn't want to fight the Black Dwarf. When he saw that ship, he was like, "Man, I know what this is about. I don't want no fight with any of them."
See, that's why you gotta give Thor props. He got his ass whooped by Thanos that we didn't see.
Yeah, he can't live
but he came back with that fucking hammer.
Oh man.
Or the axe.
Oh, with the storm,
axe
with
hammer.
but this is called the Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Half axe, half hammer.
Yeah.
And that is usually Beta Ray Bill's fucking hammer, but I don't think we're gonna see Beta Ray Bill. For those who don't know, it's the horse face alien who's also worthy of.
I mean, Ultimate Thor has somewhat of a hammer like that,
and that's what he came out looking like.
Yeah.
He came out when he came back. He looked like Ultimate Thor.
Thor.
Yeah, it came out looking like Ultimate Thor. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it in live action. Okay, what do you guys feel about the whole Vision and Scarlet Witch situation? Because
it's
I
the
think
future of us.
on some Black Mirror shit.
Everybody fucking getting with robots and shit.
I was like
a witch and a robot.
Watch it to a bar.
Yes, you find love where you can find it.
Right.
But on the other hand, I mean, like we saw that coming. They led up to it a little bit before.
Oh, we knew that since Age of Ultron. The nigga got the Mind Stone in his hand. What? Oh, Thanos ripping his head off.
But I'm just like,
I'll take that, please.
Like, I feel like they're like they just became irrational lovers. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like the Romeo and Juliet of the film.
Yeah.
Like, and to me, it kind of took away from the film because I understand that they're in love. But first of all, I mean, he's supposed to be extremely intelligent, tactical.
Well, if you look at it how you explained earlier about people, reacting off their anger, it can also be said about them reacting off their passion for each other.
Yep, that's true as well.
That's true.
That is very true because I mean, she didn't want to kill the Vision, but I'm like, Bitch, you want to be selfish and not save millions and millions and billions of lives?
Even beforehand, after the events of Civil War, I guess they patched things up, and he just went low profile. He turned his online. He turned his his
locator off,
and he just wanted to live
a
amongst the
normal
people
life.
and live a normal life as possible with two of the most powerful Avengers in there, and it was kind of sad to see them struggle against Proxima Midnight and Cornelius Klein, seeing them. But the thing was, man, the Black Order motherfuckers, they're so sneaky, man, because Cornelius Klein came out of nowhere and stabbed the Vision with no problem. Like there was no forewarning, no nothing, no ship in the air.
He passed through all the Wakanda guards and shit. Like he just walked in and he saw.
No, I'm talking about in the beginning when they were in Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that first time he struck him.
Oh, the first time he struck him. Okay.
It came out.
Well, shit. I mean, fuck. He even in the damn thing. How you went through all that Wakanda, all through that shit through Wakanda, and nobody detected that shit. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Man. Like only thing we see a guard like, huh, and then he just got hit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that did make sense too. How he snuck into the
that's crazy.
He's a sneaky motherfucker, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He snuck into Wakanda. You snuck into the Wakanda? Like shit like that. Why shit going down? Like security? Why people don't go in there?
My thing about Vision though is Shuri's gonna fix him.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like Shuri's gonna fix him because she was working on separating him from the.
Thank God she didn't disintegrate. Oh my God, she would have disintegrated.
His whole headpiece got crushed in. I mean,
it looked like Thanos was taking a chocolate chip from the top of a cookie.
A soft one too.
Yes,
a real doughy one. You know what I mean?
Just left a big ass dent.
He left a big ass dent on. And this girl turned into dust.
Yeah, because normally when Thanos kills somebody, he's like, ugh, he got a grimace on his face. He did he just was like, oh, there you go.
And he tossed this shit. He tossed his ass. Like it was nothing. Like, boom.
He tossed him like he was the rapper. Yeah. Like he opened up something and then he tossed him. Like
he was like one of those rich spoiled kids looking for the Willy Wonka golden ticket. He's like, fuck, it ain't in here.
Yeah.
Or trying to get a decoder ring out of a cereal box. Throw all the cereal away and shit.
Oh man!
I was like, I haven't seen anybody.
He threw like a fortune cookie. Get the message and throw the cookie away.
All right. So, how do you guys feel about the team up with like Thor meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy? Did you guys like that dynamic?
That was pretty.
It made sense.
To
me, it made sense.
Yeah,
but it's so funny how I'm like it's funny that they caught him out of all them bodies that were all outside in the space. Thor had to land on their spaceship.
Hey man, he's the son of Odin, man.
Yeah, man.
Man, come on, B.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, shut up!
you got to chop that up to.
What a coincidence!
You got to give that up to destiny.
What a coincidence!
Fate and destiny, brother.
Man, fuck all that. That's some bullshit.
And you got to give it out to Rocket, man. Rocket and Thor made good friends because, like, nigga, you gave me a new eye.
Yeah,
right.
Like you a friend of me, homie. I ain't gotta look like the white Nick Fury anymore.
No.
Rocket was like, I'd have watched it first because to get it out, I had to sneak it up my. And I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. So Thor has a shitty eye socket.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I guess it's better than no eye socket.
Hey, people look like, why you smell right now?
Somebody give him some Visine.
Yeah.
Some clear eyes.
Try clear eyes.
And then you got Teen Groot just playing the video games all damn day. The universe is
just
on
like
the fucking
kid.
line, and he's just gonna play video games.
He did not care.
He had no care in the world. He's like, just another day.
Yeah, until he saw that hammer, he's like, you know what?
Oh, no, I was gonna say that I feel like the only thing that was forced about that whole interaction was Gamora going for Thor like that. Like, I mean, it didn't even play that way on screen, but the way that Quill was like, worried about her just because she was describing him, like, I just felt like that was kind of forced. That that tension would be there because it just doesn't fit her character.
Yeah.
And then they finally kissed, Peter Quill and Gamora.
I mean, that was cool. I was like, all right.
They finally got that out the way.
But it also show you too how bad like Gamora is. Like she fires that bitch is no joke. She will find us. She's the best bitch in the galaxy. Like she's hands on. No. Like nobody can fuck with her at all.
Gamora's the ride or die. Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, even though it was a fake Thanos, like damn, he's like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was a fake one. you know that tell you like how badass she is.
Dude, she had my respect when she picked up that big ass machine gun by
Mhm.
herself in Guardians Volume 2.
too.
I was like, damn, she's fucking strong. But I mean, I gotta remember, like, she's an alien. The same thing about
Yeah.
Drax and even Valkyrie. Valkyrie picked up a big ass cannon like it wasn't nothing. So yeah, I gotta remember, like, these alien figures are a lot stronger than these earthbound heroes. And I have to, and that them showing their display of strength gives me a reminder of like, oh yeah, they're not earthbound
they're not
heroes.
earthbound,
You know,
yeah.
these are like cosmic beings, and you know the gravity's a lot different.
Unless
and,
you're talking
you know,
about, you know, like the Black Panther or Captain America and his steroids.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the
It's
enhanced.
the answer.
the enhanced
You know?
humans, you know. But even then,
The
they're
supplement.
stronger. They're stronger than the enhanced humans.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
They're
they've done some magnificent stuff. Captain America flipped over his bike and threw it at some motherfuckers.
Wasn't that dope? I was like, oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit.
That
is
shit was
some,
amazing.
Some alien ass shit. If you ask me.
And tell me why when they were about to do the scene, the big war scene, you know, T'Challa's leading the way, and then you see Captain America running fast too.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, because
There's-
you know they both run fast. For humans, they run like at least 50 miles per hour.
They're a fucking cheetah, basically.
Yeah,
Now,
I was
and-
like, they look like two like race cars. Like,
Yeah.
like motorbikes
And then, you know,
going after people.
And then Black Panther. And then Black Panther took down that rhino in his movie.
Oh yeah, they
That's-
took down the
We,
rhino.
can't, we can't do that shit.
Yeah,
Ain't that no
Yeah.
fucking rhino. Man.
Man, you know what though? I mean, speaking of Cap, I really liked his character. Like, I really like Dark Cap. I don't know if that's what they call him, but that's what I'm
That-
calling him, right?
Yeah.
Like
Nomad,
I love the fact that they
kind
maintained
of
his
almost.
integrity.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
it was a different guy.
He
You know
grew
what
a
I'm saying? You can
beard.
tell he's been changed.
He
yeah,
said
he did. Oh man, when he talked to that
said,
general,
and
oh my
I
god.
quote,
Oh man, that's what got me. I was like, oh shit.
Like, woo!
Yeah, well, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Marco. I
he
mean,
said,
Mark.
I'm not
dude.
looking for forgiveness, and I'm way past asking for permission.
Listen,
I was
God
like, oh!
damn.
he was about
And he
that
said,
life.
if you stand in our way, we will fight you. And I
We'll
was like,
fuck you up.
Cap
Yeah,
ain't
Cap ain't-
respectful no
Cap
more.
Cap was
fuck
there.
with
Yeah, I'm like,
It was
whoa.
disrespectful.
In the
But
comic
it
books,
wasn't.
right? In the comic books, one of his lines that had me really fucking with him was, "I fight for my country, not for my government." I was like,
That's deep.
I fucks with him.
Yeah.
He had the shirt ready.
Yeah, Cap was like Drake. Nothing was the same after Civil War. You gotta think about
Actually,
it. Nothing was the same after Civil War. Like
I
shit
mean,
changed.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, before Civil War,
Winter Soldier.
Winter
It was
Soldier.
starting. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
Winter
it was
Soldier.
starting.
Winter
That's
Soldier.
when
That's
you know,
when the spark
but-
kind of
Yeah,
began.
but Bucky's like he's telling Bucky complete the mission.
Hey man, but I'm like, dude, that's like the only fucking friend he had. Everybody's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
That's real
Yeah,
clear.
because Shield got infiltrated by Hydra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of
I'm
made him
saying,
question his
though,
government.
Because you can't blame him because like he
Yeah.
got fucking manipulated.
Hey,
and
hey,
stuff.
hey.
Everybody need a friend like Cap and a girl like Gamora. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Oh yeah.
Cap, you were evil. You were literally evil. And Cap's like, no, I got this, guys. Like, he's
Right.
and you know what? And I gotta give Star Lord, even though he fucked up, I gotta give him some props on how he handles Tony and Spider-Man. With his alien technology, how he used the magnet and got Tony stuck into the wall.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
kind of had Spider-Man strong arm, like with one hand, like old man strength. Like Spider-Man ain't
Old
no,
man strength.
and Spider-Man ain't no little wimp, dude. Spider-Man strong as fuck. I'm like, dude. Then I'm
Well-
thinking to myself, how strong is fucking Star Lord? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Right.
he is half
Half
human.
Man.
So
Okay, so what happens with that, right? Because, like, the Celestial part
Yeah, he's half human
supposedly
and half
died,
celestial.
right?
He's
Yeah.
celestial, so yeah, he even masters his powers, but he can do some shit because they said he said how I know that you're the celestial because when you held that stone, you
Yeah.
didn't discriminate. He
You
said,
didn't die.
That's how that's how I found you. He
Oh.
said
Did
no
they
other
get
person
those
would have done
powers
that.
Back somehow, or are those gone for real?
Oh, the stones?
No.
Oh no, his powers and
Oh, his
stuff from
powers?
Yeah,
the second one?
his Celestial.
I don't know. I think it's still
I
be
doubt
there.
it.
I doubt it's still there. I mean, he will. But then again, it sucks now because he got disintegrated. So now, like that
right.
that
He's
sucks.
kind of a non-issue for
Yeah,
at least the
he
movie
could
or
have.
two.
That could have helped out a lot, though. But I mean, he still he didn't really learn his powers, until the movie like that. I mean, he kind of knows, but he doesn't know how to mastering it. You know,
Like before he met his dad, that fucking planet.
yeah, he never knew.
He held that stone.
Yeah.
So he had some type of strength,
Yeah.
some type of
But
power.
he didn't.
And
Yeah,
like I
he
said,
didn't know what it was.
Like I said, you have to be a special type of person to hold a fucking Infinity Stone with your bare hands.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Thanos trying to grab it with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Thanos is smart.
I mean,
Yeah, Peter Quill's the only dude.
He's able to touch it for a little bit and put it right on the gauntlet.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
Peter Quill, but he held that shit
With
for
his
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a while.
For
Yeah,
a while.
You're right.
Like
So and also too, I mean, I hope
Yeah.
I know you guys got the the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. When do you remember the end credits for Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
The end credits.
Yeah. Remember that orange woman of the
The Adam Warlock stuck in the cocoon,
Yep.
but he's not going to come out until Volume 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that James Gunn already said Adam Warlock is exclusively for Guardians 3.
Oh shit! Cause that could
Man,
have
these
that could have
people
helped
plan
out.
so far in advance.
Yeah, I could have helped out in the next chapter, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's one of the only few motherfuckers who can actually stand toe with Thanos at this point. Because
they're
Okay.
looking at Captain Marvel to do it. So
Yeah, she's gonna take the part of Adam Warlock in it, and you got to remember, Nebula is still around, alive and kicking it, so she might be able to take the gauntlet away from Thanos and start doing some fucked up shit to him.
Yeah,
like
she,
he did to
she
her,
provides
so.
the info because I mean that's their dad and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I mean hopefully
Man,
that was
anybody
kind
needs
of.
counseling, Nebula does.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Poor
Bruh.
Nebula.
Yeah.
She's
She
done
need-
nice
But you know
counseling,
what sucks?
right now.
You know what sucks though, because a lot of people don't know that Drax actually in the comics he was built to destroy Thanos. That was his
Oh,
whole.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, yes.
that's real shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the cinematic universe, they nerfed him like
Mhm.
to the point that he could even handle Ronan the Accuser. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
he's built. Yeah, he was created to kill Thanos.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Not realize
Marvel
that.
out here nerfing characters,
They
man.
they left the shit
Yeah.
out of him. Yeah, he's not. They really like, oh, he's just a big dude
But-
with some blades, and he
But
can.
did you know who they didn't nerf?
Who?
Stan Lee. How you gonna be a 95-year-old man driving a school bus?
Yeah.
Yes. Man, I love Stan's cameo.
Hey, honestly,
I used to-
Stan does a lot of stuff at 95 that I'm impressed by.
right.
Hey, shout out to him. He went to the strip club. So
I mean, you know what though? They had him on point for Thor Ragnarok when he gave Thor his haircut.
So, yeah.
Hey, man, Stanley out here living his best life. Okay?
Yeah.
95.
Can't be mad at that.
So how do you guys feel about some of the references in the movie? You know, they have Star-Lord. He called Thanos Grimace.
Grimace.
Nutsack Chin.
Nutsack Chin.
Oh man.
Called what's that? Groot's playing Arcade Defender.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
Star
true,
Lord
that's
was listening to. Let me go up. He was using Zoom. Someone's phone
That's
ringing.
me.
Let me scroll up because I know it was there somewhere. Yeah, they're bumping the Rubber Band Man, the Spinners.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was he? I
Yeah.
missed that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get Squidward.
Yeah, he called Ebony Maw Squidward.
That's right. Got that. Definitely.
Bucky Barnes being called White Wolf.
Yeah, that
Even though
got on
he's
my
not-
nerves
Yeah, even though he's not the real White Wolf.
because that's a totally separate character.
Explain that for me, because I missed that.
What?
I think White Wolf is like the stepson.
White Wolf's the
stepbrother
stepson of
T'Chaka.
T'Chaka. He
Yeah.
was T'Challa's stepbrother.
Yeah.
He's white in Wakanda.
He was
you
a
know?
colonizer in Wakanda.
Yeah. He grew
Okay.
up learning everything Wakandan, and he became the White Wolf, basically the white version of the Black Panther.
And he had like a suit and all that stuff?
Yep. And
Wow.
he had his own like soldiers and everything, and they dressed up like that too.
Man, I'm going to have to get back on my comic game with the Black Panther, because there's just so much history there.
And then Spider-Man also naming the alien. Last movie he was talking about in this big crossover was Star Wars. Now he's talking Alien, getting Ebony Maw out of there.
That's true. That was true.
That shit was
I
funny.
mean, Spider-Man was some nice comic relief, for real.
How did you like his Iron Spider suit? Even though it didn't look exactly like the one in the Civil War
It
comic
looks good.
series.
It looks good to
I
me.
did.
I like it.
I
Yeah.
thought it was dope.
They still
Yeah,
kept the
super dope.
they still kept the concept, the
Yeah.
colors and everything like
Yeah.
that of the original suit, and then they
And
add
then
that stuff with the
technological stuff
the
from the
technology
Civil
too.
War.
Yeah, it looks great though, because I mean it would kind of make confuse some. I mean everybody wants to see the red and gold suit and everything. But I thought that was fine. It looks pretty cool.
And I really enjoyed the way that they showed visually how the suit, like that new way that the suits come on, you know, like those, like the nanoparticles or whatever those things are, kind of like assemble it on your skin. I just think that's the dopest thing. And I know that like when I was in the theater, you could hear people go, "Oh, oh," you know what I'm saying? Like when the suits come on.
Yeah.
And I think little things like that are like, that's just fun for the audience. You know what I mean? Like, in addition to the story and the plot, we go to see that little fun stuff. And I feel like that's part of what, without stepping on people's toes, I feel like that's what DC is lacking sometimes. Like, it's like those little things that keep people just going, "Oh, that was fun. That was cool."
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the story. That's just fun.
Yeah, because if you look at both transformations, quote unquote, like Tony Stark walking up, taking his glasses off as his suit just covers him
Seeing
up.
the nano
That shit looks so
technology.
iconic.
Yeah, it did.
And then Peter Parker, when he was falling and the suit was covering up, and he bounced off the ship a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't the most graceful land, but when he landed and stood up, that shit looked so heroic.
Man.
Yes, it did. I was like, man, put that music behind that man.
Right. It's like if you pause that one scene and like screenshot it, it looks like a poster, like some fly shit.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
And
I mean, you know, you need that.
Yeah, I forgot to mention too as well. I was gonna ask you guys, didn't like Tony Stark make the best suit ever made? Mind you, that he got his suit on right when the thing started. He went in the ship. He never went back home. So all that shit that you saw within the entire movie, that was on one suit.
Oh yeah, I think that was his
That
best
was
suit.
amazing.
That's pretty deep.
That is amazing. Yeah, he never went home.
Even when I saw it, like the rendering, the what's that, the concept art of it, I was like, this has to be his best suit.
That's
Like
the best
design
suit,
wise,
yeah.
like this is his best suit yet.
Yeah.
And you look at all the stuff that he had. Like he had a shield, he had a sword, he had boosters underneath, and like to go up. Like he had so much stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
within that one suit,
he
he was
yeah.
ready for that shit.
He voluntarily put the arc reactor back in his chest, even though he doesn't need it.
That's true. That's right. And that was a plot point.
Yeah. So maybe he felt like maybe some shit was really about to go down anyway.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to stay ready.
He stayed ready like 24/7. He said, I was thinking Thanos' name since 6 years. Like he said,
because remember, Scarlet Witch put that in his head since Age of Ultron. Remember the premonition in his head, like all his friends were dead.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, no Lil Uzi though, but you know.
So, you know, it's funny, like with the movie coming out and everything, and you know, people, like if y'all listen to this and you haven't seen the film yet, do not go on social media, please. Just don't. Okay, it's dangerous out there.
Nah, I just say fuck them. If they haven't seen the movie during the weekend, it's their fucking fault, because this is such a good movie that not many people are gonna hold it. Not many people.
But be permission the spoilers on there just in case.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, if you got to this point in the podcast, it's too late already.
Man,
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's your damn fault.
But I've never seen so many people universally, like, express the same emotion towards the film. Like, everybody, for people who aren't superhero fans, people who are diehard superhero fans, are like, what just happened?
Right.
Why did you hurt my feelings like this? Like, everybody had the same reation. And I'm like, that's powerful.
Yeah, you got to give Disney
job.
and Marvel props for that, because they found a medium for where people that aren't well versed in the comic book stuff could watch a story, you know, just from a blank canvas and get the same feelings that we have as comic book fans.
Yeah,
You're right.
And that's crazy too, because they say when they did the premiere, they didn't do like anything, you know, weeks or months before. They did world premiere. They said this is the first time we see it, and they put like a note to all the fans like, hey, don't go on any social media site, anything. If you want to get the thing, watch the movie, you know, before you go on any social media, because there might be some spoilers, and we're not, you know, responsible for that. So, you know,
Yeah, I mean, a job well done, Marvel.
They kept that shit.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, I will say, you know, even though people like to bash DC, I do want to give DC credit for being so damn dark. All the dark movies that I watched, and when I watched this, I'm like, shit happens. It helped me build the callus.
DC goes all the way dark, man.
it built the callus for me. Everybody like, oh, they're crying. I'm sitting here like, yo, Spider-Man got a confirmed sequel. Like,
you know what's funny
Black
though?
Panther got a confirmed sequel. Like,
Yeah, me and you, we kept
Like-
looking over like, come on, man.
like, what the fuck y'all niggas crying for?
But you know what though? I get it. Like for them, Marvel has their characters have been so much lighter than DC.
And they never really die.
Yeah, so
there
to
was
see
no
this,
really no real consequences.
to see this to the extreme,
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Yeah, there was no real. Okay, there was like no real consequences to what happens. So
And we talking about
Yeah.
10 years.
and it took 10
Really?
years of this.
Building up to this point. I was watching this thing on villains, right, and how
Mhm.
you build a great villain. And one of the things that you do is that everybody knows that internally, like things that go around come around, karma, right?
Yes.
What makes a great villain is a villain who somehow every single time evades the repercussions. You know what I'm saying? They evade their karma, or one of their minions pays for them. And you're like, how does this guy keep getting away with this? He's still alive. He's still out. And I feel like it was the opposite with this movie. The heroes, all the karma from all those bullets that for some reason just never hit them. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff came to Rue in one film, and the audience wasn't ready.
Mm.
I don't know what they were expecting. I was ready for all this shit to happen.
Yeah, me too.
I was ready for some
Yeah.
shit to go
Yeah.
down. I was like,
I was like, okay, one person's gonna die, maybe. All right, no, I know one person's gonna die, maybe two, right?
I was like,
Nah, it's gonna be
I
more
feel like
than
a couple
that.
people was gonna go.
and then also,
oh, go ahead.
no, and also like you gotta remember, Marvel's on this Pharrell shit. No one ever really dies, so I'm pretty sure that people are gonna be brought back to life. Now,
of course.
now, Avengers 4. That one is gonna have me on the edge of my seat because that one I know that's when shit's gonna change forever. Infinity War is like the Empire Strikes Back of comic book movies.
Yeah.
or Days of Future Past, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like a out of time. Not
Well,
out of
you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
changed the whole
Yeah.
like
It
narrative.
changes
Yeah.
the narrative. So like part 4, that's when I know like okay, niggas contracts are up.
Yeah.
this
man.
this one shit is like
Yeah.
it's really gonna be over. That's when Infinity War I was like, okay, that's a cool introduction for what's to come for Avengers 4 when shit like really goes down. So I would like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the movie. I might watch it right after this podcast.
Yeah, it's
we
good.
also-
It's good.
We forgot to mention Scarlet Witch. She dissolved too.
Oh yeah, Scarlet Witch, she dissolved.
But
Yeah.
what if basically the characters that dissolved in this one
End up becoming the new heroes, the new
and the
Avengers.
heroes that stayed
Are
are,
the ones
going to be the ones that's
gonna
gone.
go.
Like literally
Yeah.
through the movie, like
Yeah, I feel that could be a possibility.
like a big trade off.
Yeah, and
Well,
you got
you know what? Now that you mentioned that, the ones who stayed were like the ones who, like you said, they've been around forever. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.'s and you know what I'm saying, like Captain America, like, and we know that their contracts are like close, if not up.
Yep.
That's a good point, man. I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
yeah, their contract is almost up. They could extend it if they want to.
Yeah.
They do.
Yep.
They do have leverage because people love these characters that much, and they will work something out for them. But as actors, and I'm pretty sure you being an actor, you get sometimes people like a steady paycheck, but at the same time you're an artistic being, so you would want new challenges and different roles. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
I know a lot of actors. That's the problem when they face with franchise movies like this.
Yeah, but like you said, like one, they want to play new roles, but on the flip side of that, sometimes you get an audience response, and it energizes you to do that character one more time. You know what I mean? Like to give them just a little bit more.
Oh
And
yeah,
So I think that's what happened with
Hugh
with
Jackman.
Logan. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like with Hugh Jackman, like he was like, okay, guys, I'm done. But the love for the films were just so much, and he was like, man, people they just really love this character. All right, I'm gonna give him one more. I'm gonna give him a cameo. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so. I'm worried about Captain America though. Like, I'm really worried about him because I feel like he didn't really want this to begin with. What's the guy's name?
Chris
man?
Evans?
I'm blanking out. Yes, he didn't want the fame like that to begin with.
Yeah.
So he might really be getting to the end where he's like, okay, guys, I'm ready to duck out. Sorry about that. Right?
No, but I do like the direction that he's going. He's more rugged. He's more like he's not too Boy Scoutish anymore. Like I said,
That's true. His character is changing.
after Civil War, you gotta take the characters to a different direction. So,
His character is evolving for sure.
yeah, exactly. This is the whole point of the story arc of it. What's another point that I want to bring up in Infinity War? So much to process. What do you think is gonna happen beforehand? Like once Avengers 4 is over, who's gonna be the next big bad for the Marvel universe? Like what possible other big ambitious crossovers can they do after the Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War?
I mean, Thanos. I mean, that's huge. He wiped out half the galaxy. I don't know where they're going. I mean, I know that there are villains, but like you said, which one do you choose? Or maybe, I mean, just throwing this out there, what about the new acquisitions, right? Like,
yeah, the new acquisitions will help out for big ambitious crossovers. Like,
Doom.
let's say, you get Doctor Doom, you could get Galactus, you can get, even though the Skrulls are a part of Disney, so you could get you a Secret Invasion.
Kree. Oh, you can get Secret Invasion, the Kree and the Skull War.
Yep.
Skrulls.
Yeah.
Super Skrull.
So, yeah.
I want to see Mephisto. God damn it.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be in like a Doctor Strange movie, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd love to see it, though.
And Doctor Strange was the MVP.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was.
He held his
Quarterback,
own,
like-
dude.
Homie, he lasted longer than the Hulk, and Thanos had more stones at that time.
Yeah.
He had 4.
That mystic power, man. That mystic power was multiplying himself, and he was pulling out all the
What was
stuff.
that?
Yo, that time stone was like he did not want to get that time stone to save his life, dude.
What
That
was,
was like important.
Killing, what was that ability he did when he went like
He looked like the damn the little, I forgot what
he had
it's
like
called,
six
but
arms,
he's
and shit. Like that's a familiar thing he does in the comics.
It's the it's, I don't really like to say transcendence, but it's the Iaguma. He didn't use it yet.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't use it though. I forgot what it's called. I know one person who actually knows that answer right on top of his head. I forgot the name of it though, but that's pretty crazy though.
Yeah, like honestly, like I said, and remember, Strange, he took a look at like 16 plus million outcomes, and there's only one in their favor, and that was caused his change of heart to give, because at first he was gonna let Spider-Man or Tony die. He's like, I ain't giving up that time stone for shit.
Right.
Motherfucker.
Save his life, yeah. It's the reason why he didn't want to. It was so clutch, like that shit, because you see what happened.
Because he probably looked in the future, he was like, yo, in order for us to win, we do need Tony.
Mm-hmm.
We need Tony. And ironically,
he said spare his life.
The one, he's the one who started the whole MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not have him be the hero? It's RDJ's world.
Mm-hmm.
He helped build it.
That's this. Yeah, you're right. He sparked it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't think anybody really knew that was what was going to happen with that first Iron Man.
No, nobody did.
Until Nick Fury did the after credits, and it was like, open Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Open up a whole world.
Well, it'd be a good way to walk away from the Marvel universe.
Yeah, if it's at the second one, I kind of agree.
Go out like that?
Yeah, I think so
Be
too.
the guy that saves the day,
Yeah, go on retirement, start a family with Pepper Potts. But
and get Ironheart. That's okay. Get
But
Riri Williams.
what is going to be challenging for Marvel now is once they have to reboot the whole franchise, and then they're going to feel the wrath of what DC movies are going to feel. Oh, this new Iron Man ain't as good as Tony, ain't good as RDJ.
Yeah, that's true.
This Captain America is not like,
this
Captain America. Hey, I'm just saying.
It sucks, but
it sucks, but that's how it is. This RDJ version ain't better, this dude.
I think
or Chris Evans Captain America is better than that guy.
I think they should do to go around is just use the more different characters, and have their own stuff like that too as well. And then they can make cameo appearances.
Yeah.
In between movies, but I think they should get of course, like this, like some fresh blood, some new superheroes, and about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody didn't think the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy would be part of the MCU. Like,
that's true.
I'm like, who Guardians of the Galaxy? Like, who the hell are they? You know what I'm saying? And look,
my other question is, how does this affect the Netflix people? Like, how does this affect
everything's
Jessica
going on?
Jones,
the TV show,
Daredevil,
like the
because they're all
Shield.
connected.
But I mean,
Easy. the end of their seasons, they should do something of like watching their people around them dissolve or they dissolve.
No,
He's like people turn this
but
in.
you know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
But I mean, but the only link to that is actually it's the what's the series? The Shield.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
they should apply that too. Because remember, they
Yeah.
they kind of cross with the movies and stuff like that.
So
was
that,
on.
that
So
should
if you see a
affect-
Shield episode,
Yeah.
everybody should be like in panic right now.
yeah, should be panic mode everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Netflix and in ABC. So
yeah.
everybody should be panicking. Nothing definitely wasn't safe in this movie. I'll say that.
Mm-mm. It's not a game.
Yeah, nothing was safe. That's true.
Nothing was safe, man. People were talking about they were tight watching the whole movie. And you know, it was a great movie. Like I said, I damn near want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I know my ass got work in the morning.
I had 2
Yeah,
and
it's
a
a
half
long
hours.
movie. We
It's a
saw
long
it
movie.
at 10 o'clock, and we got out there like 1 something. It was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you and your wife had a long ride back, just quiet, just trying to process everything that just
Yes.
happened.
Yeah.
Man, you all have all these emotions. You're angry. You're confused.
Right.
I was in a better
It's
space because at least I'm more familiar with the comics. You know, and I like you said, like, oh, there's a movie coming out next year. Like, I'm already knowing these things, but still in the
Man.
realm of what happened, I'm like confused. She is upset. She was like, who do I need to write a letter to? Who can I curse out?
Wow.
Because Marvel just ruined my life.
Like,
yeah, it's funny. It's
And if
funny how one
anything-
movie had impacted millions of people. Like
and
that's
the thing
crazy.
was, they were following the source material.
They are.
Thanos was
That's
just,
exactly
at
what
the
happened.
end. He's just chilling. He's like, I fulfilled everything I wanted to do.
I just want to sit down and watch the sunset.
I just want to watch. Yeah, sit down, be a farmer.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. Smile on the face, sit down. Everything's calm. It's peaceful.
Yeah, he's like, he felt that he did what was noble for
Yep.
the universe. He thought he was serving the greater good. So
Right.
Yeah,
And,
he
you know,
sacrificed
that's the
all
only
his
thing, though. I wish
kids
there was a
for
little
it.
bit more to it. Oh, go ahead, man.
I said, and he sacrificed all his kids for it.
Yeah.
and
Man.
the Black Order, they died.
Yeah, all of them.
They all died.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Black
Man,
Elf
he
even
really-
lost his arm in the beginning of the movie. Never
He
grew
really
it back.
believed in it. He believed it 100%. You can say that.
Man.
And he threw Gamora for that stone. That's
Yeah.
another one of his. you
That's
know?
crazy. He was on top of a mountain, then he was in the water. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah. It was like an out of body experience.
Yeah,
he
that's
said
it,
he
basically.
Yeah, they tell you like he had things like, yo, I church into the world, but I still like you. I still love you. And
Yeah.
throw you off. Like I still have things. The reason why you're still alive now.
And she was
Right.
and she was getting in his head. She was like, "You don't love anything.
Yeah.
Ha. Jokes on you, motherfucker. I knew you
And
gonna
he turned around
fail."
with the tears, and he's like, "Uh-oh."
Like,
He's
when
like-
she said that, I was like, does nobody else see that it's not him going off that cliff? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Even Red Skull told her like, the
Yeah.
tears are not for him. It's for you.
Yo, like, for real, if that was a meme, it would be a Red Skull Kermit meme with the teeth. Like, actually.
Red Skull's giving everybody all them red flags.
Yeah.
Red Skull giving the warnings like, it's about you.
Those tears are for him, but that's none of my business.
Yeah. Right. Sips tea.
I'm just gonna chill over here.
You'll figure it out. I'll be going right behind these rocks.
You'll figure it
You'll
out.
figure it out.
Never mind. Don't worry about
And
it.
it's
Don't
like,
worry about me.
and it's
I'm
like-
going this way.
It's not like she could run away from him because the nigga just could pop up because he got the space
Hey.
stone. He just pop
Yeah.
up like, where do you think you're going?
Man, but that's what she was trying to kill herself, and that shit went to bubbles, and I was like, uh-oh. That
Yeah,
was quick
man.
thinking. He's like, fuck it. She said trying to kill herself.
And they did the bubble thing. The bubbles cracked me up. Okay, the one with the gun, okay. Then they turned into bubbles when she tried to stab herself. Could have been like dust or something, but like bubbles. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, Marvel, they still always trying to be a little funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, the first one was great. It was funny, but this is heavy. This is a heavy moment.
Like, why the bubbles?
Yeah, I feel you. I was like, honestly, though, I was really mad that, like, I mean, I didn't expect her to go.
Wait.
Like, I know what happens in the comics, but I just didn't expect her to go. Like, I was kind of sad about that. I was like, but what about her and Star-Lord,
Man.
though? Like,
You know what's funny? You know
They
what's crazy?
both gone.
You know what's crazy, though? It's like when she
Yeah.
had him, like, go ahead and shoot her. Like, he's like, because he told him, like, you know, hey, if she captures me, kill me. Like, real shit, because I know something he don't know.
If that was Killmonger, he would have killed her right there.
Yeah. Bye, baby.
2 seconds.
Right. And but he
Can we
keep
talk about
questioning.
that?
But
Wait, okay, like legit. After the film was over, I'm walking out with a couple guys, couple girls, and we talked about Killmonger for a second because we were like, "Yo, I wonder if Killmonger was alive, how he would have been in the fight." And I was like, "But how about all the women out there who were like, Killmonger is bae?" And I'm like, "He shot his bae. He
Yeah.
shot her."
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mentioned that in the Black Panther episode. I
In
was
the
like,
head.
like he shot her.
Right.
He was beating up on his cousins. He's fighting the Dora Milaje. Like this nigga has no. He helped
No,
a woman to get
yeah.
poisoned.
No
He's
heart,
like,
homie.
he has no
Yeah.
regard
No
for
heart.
women.
Yeah, he
No
held
heart.
that. He choked that lady out. He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah. When I tell you
Yeah.
do something, I mean that shit. Like he grabbed
Yeah.
the old lady by the throat, man.
yeah,
I know, and I'm like, "He grabbed grandma for real." And I'm like, "See, there's a lesson in here for y'all, okay?
yeah.
It ain't about having a savage all the time."
You know.
But-
I ain't mad at him though.
but-
he on his fuck family shit because they could have
Yeah.
came and got him.
But mention the part back then when he does the spot when he's about to shoot her and stuff like that, and he like shoot her, and then he kind of hesitated, and then he doing in bubbles, even though it's like Thanos knew the whole time like I
was
heard
in-
reality stone, so he's gonna be the bubbles. But as soon as he's like, I like him, and he teleported. He said, I
Yeah.
like him
Yeah,
because
I mean,
he's gonna
honestly,
kill him.
Mind
He
you
said, I
that-
like
never
him.
pulled the trigger either.
I
Yeah,
like
because
this
that
guy.
because that whole time he was talking shit like,
Yeah,
why you pick him? He ain't got it in him.
yeah.
I don't even
And then as soon as he pulled a trigger and it bubbles, and he really trying to kill her, he's like, I like him.
Yeah, I feel
And
bad, man.
teleporter.
'Cause I was on Thanos' side. I was like, "Yeah, he ain't gonna do nothing. Look at him, he ain't gonna do nothing."
Yeah, yeah.
Pull the
he said-
trigger. Prove me wrong. I was like,
Mhm.
"Man,
when he started doing that breathing shit, pumping
Yeah.
himself up to do it, I was like,
yeah,
he about to do it.
Get yourself ready."
Yeah,
Nigga.
See, but that's the thing about
man.
Killmonger. He didn't have to pump himself. He knew that he was doing it for a greater
Yeah.
good.
that nigga did that. He was calm.
Killmonger was like, "It's gonna be okay."
Yeah, Killmonger did that shit. He was calm as
He
fuck.
lied to
Said,
his
hey,
girl
baby,
like everything's
Nigga,
gonna be
he
okay.
told
hey,
her-
don't worry, everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Pow.
I can't believe he told her that shit. Everything's gonna be just fine,
Yeah, it's
and
just-
shot her
but
in the
see,
fucking head.
Like,
yeah,
with a
see,
straight
to me,
face.
That's what shows that he was a real villain.
Yeah,
Okay? He's calculated. He's like, if I don't show her that it's gonna be fine, she might move. I
yeah,
need her to stay where she is so I can get this shot off in the right way.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a calculated brother.
Yeah,
Man, so as far as Marvel villains, I think it looked like it's favorable for the top 3 villains to be Thanos, Killmonger, and Loki. Would you guys agree, or would you add a couple other people? Two more. To me, right now, I'll say number
If they
4.
bring him back, Red Skull.
Number 4, Vulture,
Mm.
because he was understandable too.
yeah.
And number 5, Hela.
Hella.
Just for
That's what I was gonna say. Hella was. If they bring her back.
Those are my top 5 villains in the
If
Marvel
they bring
MCU.
him back, I would say the Red Skull too. Though I would add him.
Red Skull is dope.
I would
I
add
would
him.
probably say the same 3 as Marco, but the Red Skull is a favorite of mine too.
Mm-hmm.
I like Vulture.
Vulture. Yeah,
No,
Vulture.
no. I
Michael
totally
Keaton.
agree with you.
Yeah.
I would just
Yeah,
add
yeah.
the Red Skull.
You'll add Red
Yeah.
Skull on there.
Yeah, I
Like
like
Michael
the
Keaton did a
Vulture.
fucking good job with the Vulture.
It's fucking Michael
because I don't like the
Keaton.
Vulture in the comics.
Well, me and Marco know the reason why we.
And it was the funny thing. The MCU always have coincidence or some kind of weird things that happen. Okay, you
Yeah.
got Peter Quill, who is in love with a woman played by a woman of African descent,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and their father is a bald-headed dude, evil dude.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Peter loving Gamora and Thanos being the dad,
Mm-hmm.
and then in Homecoming you have Peter in love with the black chick.
Zendaya.
Well, Michael, yeah,
Zendaya.
not Zendaya. It wasn't Zendaya. It was the other girl.
Yeah, the other girl.
Oh yeah.
The other girl.
Yeah, you're right.
And the other girl with Michael Keaton being the bald-headed evil.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is with Peters and bald-headed evil dads, man.
That's
Stupid.
Damn.
Yeah, what's up with Michael Keaton and playing birds? That's what I'm saying. Like,
He
Right,
always-
Birdman.
He always played
Yeah.
with. He always played
Let-
with
Let's say winged.
winged.
Winged, yeah.
Yeah,
Batman,
wing
Birdman.
characters.
Hey man, sometimes you desperate to be fly, man. That's what you do.
Hey, I like that.
Destined to be fly.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
And-
I like the Vulture, but I felt like, I mean, the Vulture to me, he's a great villain. He's a great character. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He's a
Yeah.
great character.
Yeah.
Period.
And
But I wouldn't
he's
say
not a
like
snitch
super
either.
villain.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And he's not a
Yeah.
snitch.
No. You can send him to prison, okay? He hold it down.
He held it
Yeah.
down. He was like, I know who he is.
See, this is why I give Michael Keaton credit because in the comics, I'm not a fan of Vulture. But once he played the Vulture, I'm a
Mhm.
fan of Vulture.
Yeah. No, because that's what everybody thought in the first reaction when Homecoming came. It's like, who's villain in Homecoming? The Vulture, really? Is he just gonna just fly around with a gun? Like, really? No, he was pretty fucking.
And he was using Chitauri technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From the rebel from the invasion of New York, which was very smart. How they implemented that.
And you were rooting for him, you know? A part of you was like, man, I hope he get away with this.
Yeah, fuck Tony Stark. Get your money, nigga.
Yeah.
Tony Stark got him out of there.
Yeah, because Tony Stark is not. That's what's crazy. In the comics, Tony's not always the good guy.
Tony Stark is the corporate. He was the corporate evil giant that took away the little guy.
Yeah,
so
Tony's not always the good guy.
Yeah. So it kind of gives you a different dynamic how you look at Tony Stark. You're like, damn, you fucking capitalist pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your mess, and your company's going to clean it up. Can you get more job opportunities than anyone else? God damn, Tony Stark.
He's a man. He does a lot
Tony
of shit
Stark's
like
a
that
motherfucker
in the comics.
Yeah. And Spider-Man caught in the middle, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's some shit. Spider-Man is caught in the middle.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, because Spider-Man's not rich. You know what I'm saying? He comes from meager beginnings like the Vulture.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, he looks up to Tony Stark. He understands the whole superhero calling. And, I mean, that's a hard choice. That's a hard choice.
You seen the other side, man. You're in the car getting chauffeured by a Happy Hogan.
Yes.
In the nice double R, getting dropped off of school. Your mentor's Tony Stark, who's like a fucking billionaire, but you go back into your apartment with your aunt in Queens, struggling and shit to make ends meet.
I mean, Peter got that
bullshit.
Peter got that academic scholarship.
Yeah.
He's smart.
That academic scholarship.
Yeah,
That's a smart man.
And both Parkers are working. May Parker, she probably that's probably Tony's side piece.
Yeah.
And
don't
And
tell-
I'm really
he
glad
probably-
that May-
Don't
right
tell
now,
Pepper. Don't tell Pepper
Tony
this.
girl.
Yeah, Tony probably smashed for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, hey, Peter, don't go to no clubs, bro.
Ah.
Talking about, hey, auntie.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Talking for some change, bro. Like, you know,
Hey.
Oh no! Man.
Hey, auntie.
it was a different Spider-Man universe when they brought in the new Aunt May.
Oh no.
So, man, I know we gotta get going, and were any lasting impressions you guys wanted to say about this movie?
Man.
It was fantastically devastating. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
Fantastically devastating.
Well put.
That sound
Well
like
played.
that sound like a beat writer from like a publication, and I could see it on the trailer, like fantastically devastating. USA Today, Demetrius Greene, or something like that.
Man, that might need to happen.
Fantastically devastating.
It was a tragedy that was necessary.
Tragedy
Yes,
that is
absolutely.
necessary. You all fake deep motherfuckers. What do you got, K-Mark?
Shit,
Now
I
you gotta
mean,
take these quotes,
damn.
blocks, you know, have them fly through the screen, you know.
shit. I don't know. Fuck. That's some good ones right there.
I don't know. I'm just mad because I'm beat. I don't know what to say. I'm trash right now.
What the hell?
That's some really good ones. I like that.
That's understandable.
I'll just say poetic injustice.
I like it. I love it.
I can't go on the train.
All right, Kmart, come through. Kmart.
Nah, I can't, man.
Yes, you can.
Nah, I
Yes, you
can't
can.
on me. I'm
Got it.
gonna
It's
fuck
easy.
it up.
It's easy. Just merge the good and the bad and just go from there. Just search your heart.
No. I can't think of anything, man. I'm honestly, I don't want to fuck it up. I mean, y'all 3 or 3. Y'all good.
Well, you know what? Let me do this. Demetrius, question. What did you think of the Venom trailer? This is a side thing.
Oh, okay. I love the way Venom looks,
Oh yeah, forget about that.
but I don't know about the film overall. I'm a little worried, bro. I'm a
Okay.
little worried.
And why are you worried?
Understandable.
That's not
I feel like there's like it's lacking some substance or something. Like I'm afraid they're gonna do like they did the Fantastic Four reboot.
No, don't say that.
I know. It's
Not those
sacrilegious
words.
almost. But look, man, the reboot, the trailer looked great, right? And then the movie happened, and you were like, but what happened though? And I'm a little worried that they're gonna do that. And this is the worst part. Tom Hardy is a dope actor.
Yeah.
If he has the right material, he's gonna
Yeah.
kill it. I don't know if they got it though.
My thing is, like I said, as a comic book purist, I'm like, how in the fuck they're doing this without Spider-Man? I just
Yeah,
feel Sony was
I'm
just
telling
being.
you.
I think
Yeah,
Sony
that
it was
shit.
just being disrespectful to
Hella
the fans
disrespectful.
and just trying to get a money grab.
Like, okay,
Sony needs to stop.
because
Sony and
here's,
Fox
here's the
need
thing
to
about
stop.
it. If the movie is successful, what other sequels are you gonna put against Venom?
You're gonna put a whole bunch of other symbiotes,
That's stupid.
and that's it.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the second one you want Carnage, and then after that, then what? Then what? Exactly. There's nothing
Yeah,
else.
I mean, it's like you take Mickey out the Magic Kingdom. He's just a mouse who can talk. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could do like a
me and Kid was like, what?
anti-Venom for part 3, where he's dealing with the cancer and stuff. and
another symbiote.
loses
Great.
symbiote,
Another symbiote.
turns
Like,
into,
nothing different. So we got
it's all,
three
hey, we just talking about Venom. So
movies and all
Well,
symbiotes.
how'd you feel about it, Easy?
I enjoyed the trailer, especially that they stuck with the look.
That
I'm
part
a
I
little
played.
worried about Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock a little bit, but
Okay.
I'm with you though. I'm not sure about the movie in its entirety, but I'm gonna enjoy it because I'm a Venom fan.
Same
I mean,
here.
Venom is dope.
That's
I
the
mean,
thing. That like
yeah.
that's everybody's child like
And-
favorite anti-villain is Venom. Like that's our '90s character that we fell in love with. Even though he's a villain, like he's looks super cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we had this conversation off of here that I was saying like there's no way that they're gonna be able to hold off or keep from putting Spider-Man anywhere connected to this.
That doesn't make any.
There's
damn
no way they
sense.
can do it,
Yeah.
There's
in
no
my
way.
opinion. They're gonna have to do
You
something.
have to put Spider-Man in
After
there.
credit scene, something, dude. Y'all gonna have to do something. A
Yeah.
totally other Spider-Man. I don't know, but
Yeah, you can't just do that without Spider-Man, man.
Right.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
just,
it's-
I mean,
it's
don't
so
get me wrong.
disconnected.
Venom, Venom has his own, comics and stuff, but
Yeah.
he has Spider-Man
did
in
he-
them
The
too.
bad part is too is like and they especially they going over this dark tone, which is not going to fit really
Into
with
the MCU.
Hell no, you can't have that damn Venom go with Tom Holland as Peter Parker. No fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. That
Hey.
motherfucker Venom is trying to kill
hey,
that kid.
That Venom look like he eats people.
Exactly.
Yes, he
There's
does.
not fucking. There's no
It's
fucking way.
possible.
Possible. No, it's not.
It's possible.
No, they gonna nerf the shit out of the fucking. And it's like, Venom, you can't kill me.
And
Like
that's
you did in
another
your
thing.
first
Like,
one.
is he gonna be crawling a wall? Will he be shooting web too, or is he just gonna his symbiote
Right.
is just gonna just stick out and latch on everything, kind of like the ultimate,
Ultimate
Venom.
Venom.
That's what it looks. That's what it looks like. It's heading towards.
It's a
the ultimate
combination
Venom.
of different Venoms.
I mean, I'm just for myself. I mean, I'm just thinking like I'm happy. I'm proud that there is a Venom movie, and that's like
Yeah.
really great. That's one thing I said. Damn, I'm glad we're alive that there's a Venom movie. That is
True.
great. But not having your main arch enemy not in there, it's a bummer. Like ever since they announced it, like, dude, that doesn't make any sense.
It's kind of like when
But they still went the great. Like Fox, like Sony, like fuck it, let's keep going anyway.
I mean, the same thing with Fox. Fox is going to do the Dark Phoenix. They're going to do the mutants, the horror film. They're going to do that, and then they're going to possibly trying to do a rated R Doctor Doom movie. And I'm like, yeah, damn it,
Man.
Fox. I mean, I
know,
understand.
stop.
A rated R Doctor.
I told you that. I told you.
And I understand that, like, okay,
Oh
like
my
these films and these film studios and these actors and film crews, they need to make their money. They need work, but it's still doing the fans the disservice, of like
I mean, Deadpool. I can understand
I'm
you
like,
put an
give the
R-rated
rights
movie
back.
for that.
Deadpool.
That is definitely
Deadpool is the only Fox franchise I could see that could easily transition to the MCU.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Deadpool is amazing. Like,
yeah. But anything else like with R-rated movie, like I don't know, like Doctor Doom. Okay, R-rated. Ooh, like I don't know. It's just weird. I'm
Doctor
sorry.
Doom is R-rated.
I know.
His
but-
personality is R-rated.
I think
but say like, without the Fantastic Four, like I mean,
I think with the big acquisition,
I don't
think,
know if it's gonna be without the Fantastic
see,
Four,
that's
though.
the thing. Like that's
Yeah.
you want to put a Doctor Doom movie, but
They didn't say it was gonna be without the Fantastic Four though.
but that's
see,
what
like,
it sounds
I feel
like
like
what
they
they're
ended up-
alluding to.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like with the Venom movie with the Doctor Doom thing,
They're
I
doing
feel
their
like
ass
they're trying
backwards.
to turn these guys into like the Punisher,
or
you
even
know?
like
See, now that I consider this. I mean,
or
we got
even
Netflix,
like
so, I
the-
mean.
Well, Venom is an anti-hero.
Or
I mean,
even-
yeah,
anti-hero,
okay, that
so.
one I can understand,
Yeah,
but
like, he's
Doctor
not a
Doom,
solo
like,
guy.
come on,
Like,
dude.
Part of what makes him so fun to watch is watching him in opposition to these lighter characters. You know?
it's kind of like, for me, it's like they're saying about that movie that Joaquin Phoenix is gonna play a one-off, like off the DC EU version of the Joker,
Mm-hmm.
like produced by Martin Scorsese and stuff like that. It sounds intriguing, but it's like, okay,
Yeah.
like what Joker I'm gonna see? Like, is he taking on the mob? Like, is he taking on Batman? Is he like, what is he doing? Like,
Right.
like you can't just keep throwing out villain names as the protagonist and not have the hero or someone else as an antagonist. And then for me to have have me sold like, okay, he's a villain, so what? Like, nigga, what you gonna do with this?
Well, yeah, where are we
Like,
going
what
with
are we
this?
gonna do with this? You can't just say, oh, let's make a Joker movie without Batman. You can't make you can't be like, oh, let's make a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Let's make a Doctor Doom movie without the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
make
like,
sense.
like, these motherfuckers are interconnected. Like, how are you gonna make a Thanos movie without
Love the Avengers.
the Avengers or Silver Surfer or his opposition?
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
these villains are defined by their opposition. The same thing about these heroes. They need each other. It's a symbiotic relationship or a synergistic relationship.
The only thing I would say is possible to make these characters movies is origin story.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like
Origin
Doctor
story?
Doom, I can
Yes.
definitely
Okay, yeah.
see
Okay,
them going back talking about his mom
Right.
and them and
Origin
and that-
movie. Okay, I can see. Okay, I can kind of see it in the origin movies. Like origin movies, that's fine. But then again, like then what?
then they would have to pull these other characters out. That's when they would do it.
Yeah,
but
I
but
mean-
the first movie, I can see like an origin story for each character.
You're right.
Like Doctor Doom, I'll be interested to see him mix his technology with the magic. and stuff.
That's I'm
You know?
okay. I'm fine with it. It's just weird. It's just having
We're saying-
like same thing. Like remember back in like Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's like, oh, they're gonna have a Sinister Six movie. Okay, I understand that because they're gonna put Spider-Man
Yeah.
in there, but like.
Like,
After
so
that, then
so
what?
basically, is
You know what I'm
Spider-Man going to be the antagonist? They're going to make the antagonist win?
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like we're gonna have it all planned, and then okay, we can watch a movie, and
Maybe
then
it was like a ass
Spider-Man
backwards.
wins. It's like, what's the point of the fucking Sinister Six movie?
Maybe
and then all these niggas ain't gonna win.
maybe it was like an ass backwards version of Suicide Squad.
Basically, I'm saying.
Batman was in there.
I know.
True.
Batman was the reason why they got in the brink in the first place. Them and Flash.
Yeah.
Him and Flash.
Yeah, but you gotta understand them because the Suicide Squad, they're inmates and they're criminals
Yeah.
who are doing it for good. See, I can see that because there's a purpose, a reason why they're having the movie.
Yeah.
That I can understand.
And
Venom,
and
I can
they're-
understand because there's anti-Venom and so he's an anti-hero. I can see that, but everything else is like no.
What made I mean, even though Suicide Squad wasn't a critical success, it was a box office success. And what
Yeah.
made it intriguing because you had all these anti-heroes and these villains working together, going against something more evil than them or sinister than themselves.
See that I can see that.
So if you're gonna go with bad guys, you're gonna have to go with worse guys.
yeah,
Maybe. in
who's
my
worse than
opinion.
Doctor Doom?
Well,
And
I mean,
it
maybe
also
that's
works
in
because
Venom.
it
I think you about to say
Yeah,
about
I'm
Venom
talking
is
about, like, hello, Venom.
Yeah.
Venom's
Who's worse
about
than Venom?
Carnage.
Carnage.
There you go.
Okay, that's one.
You got all his
Yeah,
kids
it's
too,
like,
though.
that's one.
That's one.
You got all his kids too, though. Separation anxiety.
No, well, that's still gonna be the first one because it's based off the Lethal Protector. That's what's gonna base the movie's going first on.
They
Then the second one,
That's
they
not-
could, then the second one they could do Carnage. They could do Carnage for the second one because that you gotta have Carnage on there. Now, what are you gonna do after that?
Planet Venom, maybe.
Man, they got real quiet, bro.
Hey, you heard me, Demetrius? I said Planet Venom because
Oh, I didn't hear that. Yeah.
But he gonna need how many other Sony characters out there?
Exactly.
Silver Sable? Like, who else than Sony, man? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I
gonna
haven't
be,
heard Silver.
it-
I haven't heard Silver Sable's name in
that's
so
what I'm saying.
fucking
It's-
long.
It's going to be a very daunting task for Sony to pull this out. I don't think Sony was really thinking this all the way through. They just wanted to throw some shit against the wall and hope that it sticks. And they were just trying to get a money grab. And that's the same thing. And I'm a DC fan. After watching Justice League a couple of times, that's what I felt after watching that movie. When Kevin Sujihara said, no, the movie has to be 2 hours, no longer than 2 hours long, and all that shit. I'm like, dude, like, this is a money grab. You know, there's loyal DC fans who've been waiting all their fucking lives to see some shit like this, and that's what you did to us. Like, damn, like and that's the thing that fucks it up, man. Sometimes it's not even the directors or anything. It's the fucking suits. It's the motherfuckers, the gatekeepers who make all these decisions, and it's just not doing the fans right. That's just
you're making a really good point with that, especially with DC, because it's almost like you said, like it's a money grab. So like they'll throw out a movie, and if it doesn't do well, they don't develop it. They don't try to work with it. They're like, oh, we'll just restart the character. Oh, new Superman, that's fine. New Batman, that's fine. You know what I mean? Versus like you could tell like that Marvel, like of course they're trying to make money, but you can like it's like
you could tell it was made with love. It was made with love.
Yeah, DC, it doesn't always feel that way. I mean, I feel like they're starting to get there a little bit with the Justice League.
I hope so with Aquaman. I hope Aquaman does well. I'm very confident with James Wan and his direction style when I watched The Conjuring and everything else he did with that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of sea monsters he's going to have.
I hope Aquaman be badass too, man.
There's the people at CinemaCon, they saw the teaser and they said they were very excited. And they say the one thing that got my attention, they said Black Manta looked like he was ripped straight off from the comics.
Wow,
that's good.
That's good. That's great source material. That's good.
So,
not no weird hybrid shit that they fucking make up.
I need to see the ridiculous looking ass head mask. I need to see that.
Yeah.
I hope he like not wears that throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
See,
right.
That's one thing I will give DC more than Marvel. That DC characters will keep their fucking mask on.
Hell yeah, that's true.
DC characters keep their fucking mask on.
I knew you was gonna say that
Marvel,
shit.
They be like, every time you gotta take your mask off, nigga. They gotta see your face.
We gotta make money. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do the posters and shit. You look at the Marvel posters and shit. You see everybody's face. Mask.
In Marvel's defense, they take their mask off a lot in the comics.
Yes,
they like to walk around with their mask off.
They want you to get to know them as people.
Right.
Ben Affleck like, fuck that, I ain't taking my mask off.
The man behind the mask or the woman behind the mask.
You know,
I wish that people would leave Ben Affleck alone and let him play Batman. Like,
I think Ben's a great Batman. I honestly believe it. Like you seen him.
That scene, man. That fucking scene.
You seen Batman do dark and gritty, and then you also see him do campy. He could do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was forced to be campy in Justice League, but in BVS he was dark.
Yes.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be campy.
That's
a perfect example for you talking about like characters like Venom will be able to do that.
What?
Be campy.
You saying Venom should be campy? Or
no,
what?
not should be, but it's possible if they wanted to have Spider-Man Homecoming.
Well, no,
show up in there.
I think you know what? I think they probably did anything. I don't think they couldn't put the Venom in there. I mean, because they think maybe it's like, okay, they want to sell toys. And Venom too scary. It's too scary.
He was scared
of kids. That's one of the main reasons why. Real shit.
You don't think like
real
the Dark
shit.
Elf is an ugly motherfucker that's scary looking?
No, Dark Elf looking fuck, but no, you look at fucking Venom. Like
you see that teeth. You see.
Nigga, okay, I'll give you a case in point. My grandpa bought a Venom mask, added it there. He scared the shit out everybody.
Wait,
at my grandpa's.
Okay, my question to you is: was Venom in the cartoon for kids?
Yes.
Ooh.
I rest my case.
True.
That is true.
That is true.
It could be animation and it could not be as scary, but when you
see, because they could tone down.
Bruh,
I mean,
they could tone
a
it
live
down.
action
but
Venom.
When you see this live action Venom, when his teeth are looking just like Pennywise's teeth,
right?
With a long ass tongue.
His teeth look just like the toy I wanted to buy as a kid.
Yes.
It looks like a horror movie.
You hear what I'm saying right now?
But no.
His teeth look just like that toy I wanted to get as a kid.
You're right.
You get what I'm saying?
You got a point. Yeah. But there were two series. There was one that was an animated show, which is not the campy one, the one that's like toned down a bit, and then there's the other shit, which was like for the main collector.
I will also
but then again, you're right though. Around that time, it was around when we were young, and we bought that. That's
But,
when we were,
I mean,
we were teens and adults.
Maybe I
Then
feel
yes.
maybe I feel as kids we get exposed to a lot of bad shit early in an early age, so it doesn't bother us. It's like we look at it like, oh, that shit's cool.
So y'all think
But, you know-
so y'all think kids ain't gonna watch this Venom movie?
Oh yeah, kids gonna watch.
Oh yeah.
So what the hell? What are you talking about?
I guess we're
Well,
talking as
it's
if
because-
we're corporations because remember,
Right, 'cause
remember in Batman Returns,
Yeah,
Batman
that's
got
what-
a lot of shit for being too dark.
Yeah,
in Batman
they
Returns,
pulled it because they had a promotion for McDonald's and then for the Batman Returns, and then they said when Tim Burton's movie got really really dark and stuff, they pulled that shit immediately.
Yeah, they
right
did.
after, because
They did.
Well, here's
Well,
my thing with Sony. Like, you know, it's a new time where you
That
have
is true.
grown people
That is true. Now-
fanboying and introducing it to the kids too. So
That is true. I give
they're
you
gonna
that.
make hella money off the merchandise, even if it's for the kids, whether
yeah.
they're scared or not. And I personally can see them, if it ever happened, you know, where this Homecoming Spider-Man and this Eddie Brock would actually coexist. If you look at the trailer where when the guys ran in his crib and the tentacles and the symbiote was doing things for him, he was like, why did we do that? That was kind of like that wasn't really serious to me. I'm like, that's kind of like
right. You know,
wasn't rated R at all.
You know what? You might have a point about that, about different times and everything, and I'm gonna give you this point as well because my nephew, he actually I totally forgot about this too. He was because I would tell him like he was ask me about like heroes and villains and like that. He's a big Venom fan, more than Spider-Man. And I was thinking like, he's like I like Venom though. He's so cool and stuff like that. And I'm thinking like now my nephew back then when he told me this he was 8.
Yeah.
He was 7 8.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you like do you like Spider-Man? He said no, I like Venom. I'm like,
Okay.
oh shit, it's scary. Like damn, I'm shocked. But and it says at a different time because me like of course I was like Spider-Man, and then when I got Venom, a little bit older and stuff like that, I was like okay damn, like he's dark and stuff, it looks scary, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why I'm like when a teenager and shit like that. But this was a
more-
kid. This is like
Yeah.
he's a bit under 10 and he likes Venom. He's a big Venom fan.
Now,
And he
don't
knows
get me
about
wrong.
Carnage. Now he knows about Carnage. Now he don't know. I didn't tell him the shit about Carnage yet.
Yeah.
He knows he was just a red version. He thinking he's a red version of Venom. I'm like,
Yeah.
I couldn't give him that. That's too much information.
Don't get me wrong. If we see the movie and it's all kinds of like gruesome shit going on like Deadpool, then I'm like, okay, let's.
He deserves stay in his lane.
Yeah. He just might just have to stay in his lane. Like,
Right. But I forgot. I totally forgot about that. I was thinking about that. I was like, I forgot. My nephew's a big Venom fan.
and I gotta tell you, can I honestly believe they could do 3 movies out of him? Because that's pretty much what each character would get, like 3 movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Give or take. Yeah. That's correct.
and I feel like Planet Venom would be a good one.
Platinum Venom, yeah, but they got, like I said, they have to pull their shit out their ass in order to
First
do
of
that.
all, let's make sure this movie is a success. First,
Yeah,
first off, that's the first thing they gotta do. See if the movie's gonna do well critically and commercially. And then they can
question.
talk
Because
about it.
I want to see Carnage. I want to see Maximum Carnage. I'm sorry, but you can't do Maximum Carnage without Spider-Man.
Or that's a crossover
You got-
event too, because
Yeah.
you could have had all these
Yeah,
other
you got
people
all
in
them
there.
characters, Sheik,
Mm-hmm.
Hobgoblin, or Demogoblin.
Demogoblin, yeah. Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger,
which
son.
definitely ain't gonna do that because they got the TV show.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah.
What is his name?
You had Captain America in it too.
The
Cap was
the
in there.
copy of Spider-Man with the 6 arms. What's his name? I forgot.
Oh,
Doppelganger?
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
He looks scary too.
Yeah, Demogoblin, Hobgoblin, and
Yeah, there's a lot, man.
You said Carrier. Somebody said Carrier.
No, you can
Carrier. The dude looked like a crackhead version of Green Goblin. He just be floating around and shit.
Yeah. No, that was Demogoblin.
No, Demogoblin looks like Hobgoblin.
Yeah,
but the
it's like
zombie
the dark
version.
zombie version.
But yeah, we get what you were saying about
But yeah, I'm
Except-
sorry. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
We'll,
what
we'll
happens.
see what happens. I know
Right.
it makes
We'll
us
talk about
excited, but all
That's
in
my
all,
guy, so.
but let's revert back to Infinity War.
Okay.
We already said our impressions. We'll be looking forward to. My theory, I think all the people who are disintegrated are in the soul world. I think they're living in the Soul Stone.
I don't think they're completely dead yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're completely dead. So please stop crying, people.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't even feel anything. Like, when Loki died, I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker dead.
When I heard that neck snap,
yeah,
I was like,
man, you ain't coming back from that.
For real, like,
Yeah, disintegrated. I think you might have a chance. They might have some time to come back, but that shit right there, nah.
You ain't doing no tricks out of this one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got your ass.
Him and all, he's gone. I'm sorry, he's gone.
I'm gonna keep an open mind because
hopefully they'll bring
take this
back.
first movie as like what happened, and then whatever happens here can be reversed.
I'm pretty sure they can be everybody reserved back to the souls that Thanos lost and everything. Everybody back to normal and stuff like that. But
so now, like knowing it by Avengers Part 4, we know Thanos is gonna lose. What you think it's gonna take the luster out of finding a way to see how they're gonna come out with this win? Because this one, what created the luster of this movie was the fact that people weren't sure if Thanos was gonna win or lose, and people thought the good guy was gonna win when Thor struck the axe, the Stormbreaker, to his chest, and they thought like, "Yo, they beat Thanos," and Thanos was like, "Nah, you should have went for my head."
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
Snap. I'm out of here.
Right.
Peace. Yeah. Mission accomplished.
I mean, I wish he would have either got his head or his arm and he chopped that bitch off. No, real shit. Like you can't do shit without no arm. You got a Infinity Gauntlet with his hand. Like, you take that shit out and boom, right? Done.
Like, it goes back to what Demetrius was talking about.
What?
He was so focused on killing Thanos, he wasn't thinking about stopping him from snapping that finger.
God damn barbarians.
They were fighting with their heart. And
damn barbarians.
The Asgardians.
Asgardians, barbarians.
Yeah, man.
They only got one purpose to kill.
I feel like they were setting us up. They were like, yo, they wanted us to know the next movie can't be like any other movie. They're gonna have to fight different if they're gonna win. You know,
strategic.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to go for Thanos' head. He said it. I'm going for your head, nigga.
Yo,
you better next time.
I'll give you a tip.
Next time,
pro tip.
Next time you ain't gonna show up in my planet with no fucking male romper and shit. Your version.
You stupid.
He took his fucking armor off. That's another. That's
male romper.
That's fucking cocky, bro. This motherfucker took all his armor off.
You know what that reminded me of?
That's true. He did.
He's like, man, I don't
holy
need
shit, he did.
You know what that reminded me of though? Piccolo.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He took all his armor off. He was like, man, these niggas, man, I ain't worried about these
Like, I don't
niggas.
even need
Man,
this.
give me
Like,
my
hold
gauntlet.
on.
He's like, God got me. This gauntlet got me.
Stupid.
I don't need no vest, no helmet, no nothing. Well, except for Hulk, because that nigga did hit me a couple of times. I did have my armor on. Thank God for that. But
yeah, it'd have been a different outcome. He had his armor.
yeah,
but
I think it would have been a little different if Thanos didn't have his shit on.
Yeah, kind of think of it. Yeah, because that was the only time he had his armor when he fought
the
them.
punches probably would have hurt a little hard.
Shit, then you know, okay, Hulk's gone. Okay, let me take this shit off. Everybody's just squids.
Basically he was like, after Hulk, I could take this armor off.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
Man, you right.
Hey, he
like,
did know people's names and stuff, so he probably did his homework.
he said you ain't the only one that's smart in the universe. He said Tony Stark. He said, "How you know me?" He said, "Oh yeah,
Cursed with knowledge, right?"
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah. He's like, you're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
Nice.
Man, that's deep.
I would have felt. I felt like I got some props. Like, this nigga know me. All right, cool.
Yo, what's up? Hey, what you want to do?
Hey, kill me.
Yeah,
Right.
To kill me, it's like let's share our knowledge together. Hell,
Like,
I'll get Bruce Banner.
I'm like, come on, man. We could have found a way to balance the universe. You didn't have to kill everybody, my nigga. Like, come on,
Right.
Since we're cursed with knowledge,
you know
we could have turned it into a blessing, my brother. And we all could have found a way to make this
Right,
work.
exactly. So you know how many motherfuckers.
Honestly, that's all we need. We just need a Hotep Thanos.
Yeah.
Stupid. You're fired.
Oh my
Both of you.
Yo, give that man a top knot, some African beads. We good to go.
He's like, he showed up to Wakanda. He would have blended right in. The nigga's purple.
Oh my god. I'm just waiting to let off my energy. That's what he would have said. Like, this is my Black Panther suit.
I say you don't have to kill everybody. You know how many motherfuckers out there that need to deserve to die? That's criminals. Let them go. You know.
Thanos like, look at me. I got all the melanin in my skin.
He could say like, I got all the redistribution of kinetic energy all over me.
Shit.
I mean,
I'm just saying. question. Like, you have the power to control reality. Why is the reality I need to kill half of y'all? Why can't reality be we're gonna get better government? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Man,
Man.
when that shit happened on Titan, of them not listening to him, I guess that must have hurt him bad. He got to do the whole galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all won't listen, huh?
It just sucked how they did Black Panther. Black Panther was just lunge at him. He was like, then fucking Thanos was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
how
you
come
you
every side
disrespected
dude
him in
goes,
his
"We
own
gotta go"?
kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He disrespected Black
Yeah.
Panther in his own kingdom. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you?
I
Is this
thought
your
that was-
king?
that was
But imagine
You stupid.
what if Thanos did that? After he smacked him, he looked at Okoye like, is this your king?
Right. Bogus.
Can't do it twice, man.
Not again. Not again.
Can't do it twice.
Not again.
Yo, all I'm saying, if I was in Baco, I'm like, hey, look, nigga. Ever since T'Challa took over Wakanda, Wakanda's been in some bullshit.
Wow.
Oh, you know what Marco said? You know,
Oh,
Marco
that's
said
another thing. That's another thing.
Since
I forgot. Since
this is so funny.
M'Baku is still alive, so
So
M'Baku's probably like,
that means
am I the new king?
he the new king?
Right? M'Baku.
Yeah.
God.
He was like,
I mean,
he's like, everybody's going on a plant-based diet now. Everybody's a vegetarian.
Since
Man.
T'Challa gone, we don't know where T'Challa went. But since he's gone in his absence, I will be the new king.
My question is, where the dude from Get Out? Where was he at?
Wakabi being a mark-ass
He in
buster.
jail. He under the jail.
Hey, Joe.
He under the jail.
He being a buster.
Yeah.
He probably look at
Yeah.
Thanos like, hey, I can. He probably look like Cornelius Clay, like, hey, I know where they hide the vision.
Yeah.
He probably snitched.
Yeah. That's probably what, you know what's funny? That's probably how they got in and shit. Thinking about that shit.
He probably Wakabi's
I'm
bitch
like,
ass.
The Cabo bitch ass probably told him where it's at. Yeah, the vision's up to third floor. In the balcony. In the balcony.
In the balcony.
I will show you the way.
I'll show you the way.
I show you the way.
He's on the 18th floor.
Do you-
Look for Shuri.
do you need the strength of the Black Panther?
Yo. So, like, basically, dude went all the way to Wakanda, and he's still in the sunken place.
Right.
Tell me right now.
Kinda. You know, he just fell in love with Killmonger for killing, fulfilling the promise that T'Challa didn't do, was kill Claw.
Yeah, but
Hey, Demetrius, I'll take you one step deeper. Maybe he's the same character from Get Out, but they were actually successful. I put somebody else's brain in him.
Oh, man.
The Order of the Coagula was successful after all.
Right.
Dang, see? Subversive right there. That's subversive.
Oh, shit.
Man, putting worlds together. But
I'm going to
man,
make them all connect.
I swear, man, we could go all day about this. I'm sorry for our listeners who don't usually get to hear this side of us, and the listeners that don't care about our geek side. I know.
Well, we care. We're proud of
we
it.
care.
Go watch the movie, and then when you're brokenhearted, you come back and listen to the podcast again.
Yeah,
Right.
I understand where we're
I
coming
already
from.
warned them on Twitter that we're gonna spoil the fuck out of this episode. So if you
And
haven't
be sure to
seen
put
it,
it. And be sure to put it on the headlines too. Once we put the.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna title.
this is therapy.
I'm gonna title this "Thanos Want All the Smoke."
Well, Thanos want all the smoke.
Thanos demands your silence.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Demetrius, thank you for coming along, man. Do you have any shout outs, brother, before we go ahead and close it out?
Nah, man, I just want to shout y'all out. Like, I appreciate you guys. The podcast, as always, is dope. Thank you for having me. Miss Nessa, thank you for having me in spirit.
Well, she's in Cabo right now.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
She's gonna have a
Sure
NSA
thing.
story next week.
And
I'm
I
pretty
can't
sure.
wait.
Yeah.
This
So
guy.
yeah, so leave my shout outs now because I don't want to be a part of that episode. I'm married. So. Anyway, hear that? But no, I appreciate you guys. It's always fun, man. It's always fun.
Man, it's the first thing, man. First of all, we just gotta make sure it's fun and everyone's having fun while they're doing it. Along
Definitely,
the way.
man.
But yeah, definitely, I'm gonna hit you up on some behind the scenes stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna get things rolling, and yeah, man. Eventually, let me know when you're gonna start filming some stuff. So
Most
if
definitely,
you need
man.
one of us to come in and do some funny shit, this will be all helping each other out, quid pro quo. You know what I mean? One hand washes the other. So that's how we're gonna get through, and that's how we're gonna make it in this city that we call the Salty D, aka San Diego.
The salty D.
Most definitely. I appreciate you.
Okay, Murray, any shout outs, my brother?
Oh Oh man, you already know. Shout out to me, man. I appreciate you, D, coming through. I appreciate everybody's been listening right now. But you came to hear what I have to say. I deeply do. Even you're outside, if you're walking or you're jogging or you're stuck in traffic, you're taking a shit, you're cleaning your house, or anything, all the above. Hey, I appreciate that.
Easy.
Shout outs to Monica. Shout outs to you, Demetrius, for coming through, man, chatting it up with us. Shout outs to everybody that's listening, of course. Shout outs to everybody involved in making these movies for us, man, for the last
Yes.
Yes.
From the actors to the directors to the writers to the producers, everybody, man. But yeah, that's it.
Actually, you know what? I lied. I actually do have a shout out.
What?
Yes, I do. I do have a shout out. Special shout out to my cousin Stubo, aka Sweet Pea. He actually got married yesterday, so he found the one.
Oh, congrats to him.
Congrats to him.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, blessings to him and his family. So, and he brought a kid in. So yeah, I'm proud of him. So that's all I'm saying.
Oh man,
Congrats.
that's awesome. Shoot, like I said, first of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to Infinity War for giving us this content to talk about.
Yes.
Definitely. I mean, I know this is not the regularly scheduled programming where we talk about, but it's a little break from it, just for us to do a deep dive in just one particular subject, because sometimes we just sometimes we just want to deep dive in one particular topic. Sometimes we like to dabble into a little bit of everything. Just what we do is the jig is up. We do what the fuck we want to do.
Yeah. I know you guys. I know you guys kind of expecting the Kanye stuff and going down. We'll get to that.
We'll get to the Kanye. Yeah, we'll get to all that. Kanye is gonna give us a whole month worth of content, so don't.
Yeah, he tweets like about at least 50 shit a day. So we'll get some shit.
Man, this MAGA Kanye, I'll tell you something else, man. This feels like some Elseworld, some Bizarro Kanye. If Kanye was if Kanye were to fucking time travel and see himself from 10 years ago to now, he'd be like, "What the fuck am I on?" Like,
it reminds me of it reminds me of those last episodes of Spider-Man the animated series. Where he had to go against himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Carnage version of him.
Oh shit.
Fucking Saint is
Damn, I forgot
as
about
Cable.
that.
His son Saint West would be Cable and shit.
Stupid.
Coming back like, I gotta kill you, father. That means even killing me. I gotta get you out the sucking place.
Really though, I'm telling you right now, Donald Trump is somewhere eating Fruit Loops separate from his milk. I'm telling you right now.
Damn.
Looking at rapper draft picks.
Yeah.
MAGA yay. That's what I'm calling him now. MAGA yay.
Man.
Oh man. What else, man? Other shout outs, man. Like I said, this movie, I give a shout outs to the Russo brothers to even handling that cast this big with all these stars and making it work.
All these personalities.
And the only way to make this work was it had to be a 10-year plan for everyone to know these characters, be developed, and to be invested in all these characters, and that's what it works. I hope DC Warner Bros. You guys are taking notes. It's okay. You guys don't have to rush. You don't have to hurry up and try to catch up what Marvel's doing. You guys could do your own thing. You guys could just make sure Aquaman's good, make sure Shazam is good, secure the bag with these single movies, and then work on Legion of Doom.
Please.
Shout out to persistent patience right there.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So shout outs to all that, man. But I'm going to go ahead and close it out. If you enjoy listening to this podcast as much as we love making it, because we do what we love and love what we do, and if you're not being your motherfucking self, you know what I got to say.
The
jig is up. And we out.
All right.
The jig is up.